Intro. I wonder how that's going to look on YouTube.
Oh God, we are live.
We're gonna have to
Sunday
cut that off.
roast, family. Come on, cut it off. We're live, and once it's out, it's out. I'm
It's
not doing
out.
the
It's
editing.
out. Cool.
Got enough editing to do already. Instagram, I'm going to ignore you a little bit and just kind of look here and talk here.
Join us on YouTube, Mr. Graham.
Big facts. That was a beat. Yeah, we're live now on YouTube. YouTube, we are here. Thank you for pulling up. I am London Jen. All one word there.
You already know
three
who I
N's.
Sorry, I stepped on your intro.
The interrupter of intros. That's who the fuck you
I'm
are.
just anxious because I got a battle coming up, and you like, as you can see, I'm in battle mode. I got a hoodie on.
I didn't even throw the toy. I tried so hard to not say coin.
The coin.
I didn't even toss the coin yet, man. Like,
sorry.
Calm down. You're like Nobi.
Cool,
fucking.
cool. It's just that excitement to just you know what I mean? It's like, imagine like you're sitting there designing a weapon to destroy something. All you want to do is test it. That's all. Just want to test it. Just a little test.
I hear you.
I'm
not the ops. I'm not the ops.
Ain't you? I'm joking. But you see, when I'm in battle modes,
anyone can get it.
Anyone can get it.
Anyone can get it.
Come on, man. You know how it goes.
How's everyone doing? How's your Sunday? How's your weekend been? Have you had a nice relaxing one? Have you been working? What have you been doing? Did you watch the battles last night?
Did you watch the boxing after the battles last night?
Yeah.
Who in the comments did the marathon and watched URL and Deontay Wilder versus Fury? Let me know, because I was up. I did it. I was on the marathon so deep. After that, I watched the Dave Chappelle comedy thing on Netflix, just to come down after all of that excitement.
Yeah,
I had to. Yeah. But yeah, man, it was a nice end to the weekend.
Rivers do the intro again.
I did the doom. There you go, bro. That was for you, Chris.
That's hilarious. There were I saw a lot of people. There was UK was well represented this morning early on Twitter, sort of 6 a.m. and everyone's still tweeting about the fight and stuff. There was a lot of people who stayed up all the way through. So shout out to you.
Do you know what's funny for me, Jen, there?
What's that?
It was funny that there were certain people that was active all through the fight. And you see, once niggas started to get knocked out, you start seeing random people popping up. Oh shit! He just got knocked the fuck. Like, I didn't even know you was awake at this time. Crazy. But yeah, I love when a big sporting event kind of brings everyone's attention to the same place. And to see Lux coming out with Deontay Wilder after smack, it made it feel like it was worth waiting up. It made it feel like, okay, I'm in the right place. Right. You get me? I'm in the right place here. It's like, oh, beloved's here. Yeah, okay, let me get comfortable. Yeah, this is where I'm meant to be.
Just before that, we'd had Drake on
dropping
his
the card.
Instagram, dropping the trailer. His voiceover on the trailer as well. You got fucking Six God there, like, giving us an album intro on the trailer.
It sounded very emotional in Drake fashion, but
it's Drake.
It's Drake though,
you need that full light skin.
Yeah,
if you don't get full light skin, then
I almost
is
cried.
it even Drake?
Cried.
Listen.
But
then he jumped on Geechee, got his live watching Hustle. He said something about Nutty Block on there as well.
We're gonna have to put you in the blue plane and that on the comments. Cool, innit?
Then we get Lux in
Deontay Wilder's
heavyweight matchup of one of the best heavyweight matchups in years.
Yeah. And crazy. Tyson Fury finally broke the Drake curse to tie it all back together. He finally broke the Drake curse. Usually Drake stands next to someone and they fail. They lose. They get whacked up 10-0. The team loses the final, whatever. Drake wears your team's football kit. Bye, team. You understand?
Yeah, it's normally the death knell, right?
But Tyson Fury, with the power of Jesus, got through it all.
Enigma, I seen both, and you was disappointed with both. You were disappointed with the boxing. Wow, I don't know what you were looking for.
Do you know what it is? He wanted Wilder to win. That's why he was disappointed.
Okay,
that makes sense.
Cooper, hello.
Salute. Hearing a lot of good things about you, sir. Hearing a lot of good things, sir.
D-Mac, gang.
Salute to the gang.
How you doing? Real Halo Shrooms. Evening, gang. Evening to you
Halo.
too.
It's popping.
So yeah, busy weekend for the sport. Big card announced, a lot of excitement coming up for that. That's that's 20 days time, so that's October 30th. So yeah, 3 weekends. A lot happening.
It's like the week after Apex, basically, isn't it? Directly.
Yes, week after Apex, and the same week as the semi-finals of the Process 2. Smoggy Balboa in the building. You get to watch it live. Sunday crew, family, how you doing? Charlie Zoot, salute
to the Zoot.
Salute to the Zoo. Come in with the rhymes. Love it. I feel like where's Troy?
He'll be here. Don't worry, man. He'll be here.
Normally miss this stream, so buzzing to get mine. Normally we do tend to serve dinner a little late on Sunday.
Definitely.
Look. You say his name.
Come on,
he shall appear.
I told you, I got faith. You said, where is he? I said, he'll be here.
We got the caretaker in the building.
Always.
Salute. So yeah, a few weeks before we get to that big card, I'm going to be chopping it up, I'm sure, this week about the super fight card last night on URL. Do you want to talk about that at all?
I don't mind going through it. I mean, I won't go too ham in analysing, but I'll just give a little outlook on it.
Do your standouts.
What was the card again? MVP.
So you had MVP Cuban.
Yeah.
Cortez, Jay the Nightwing.
Yeah.
Serious Swamp. I just said it. And Coffee Hustle. Danny and Fonz couldn't go down on the night. EK and Ryder was announced but never booked.
Yeah, we didn't see that. Okay, MVP versus Cuban. I liked both of them for different reasons. I feel like MVP's kind of mastered his way of dealing with that room there, but I think his content needs to be a bit more depth to it. And I think Cuban, his presence is almost like baby surfish in certain moments when he's up there, innit?
Yeah.
So he's got a good presence. I can tell that they're gonna like him, innit, by how he performs in it. But again, like, I just felt like his shit wasn't. I still wanted like a haymaker that was like I didn't feel like there was no room rocker in that whole battle. That was my problem with it. But it was alright. It was a good show.
I think Cuban's third. Did he not have any?
Maybe he had not, no.
He punches, but maybe not so much.
He had some good shit in there, but I thought like he had some but he didn't have no walk away from the camera type haymakers. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm not sure.
Reflecting the live completely.
Basically, yeah, that battle for me was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool. Jada Nightwing Cortez was like a raise in the level in terms of bars. My problem with Cortez is it was just like the same old shit every round. Go when the Glock shoot, and I'll pull that Mac out, and I'll get the bird. It's like, it's tedious, it's long. I feel like at least Jada Nightwing had creativity, a story within it. He just didn't have the energy and the intensity to match what Cortez knew. This is a guy that's got a slower flow. I gotta keep going like that, so that it looks like I'm doing more in it, but really you're just gun barring, in my opinion.
I kind of disagree. I really like Cortez in that battle.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't good. I'm just saying that what he was really saying, there was a clear difference. One man was going from this part of the story all the way through to that part of the story, and one man was just on the block trying to smoke you because you're not on his level and he's gangster. And I feel like Cortez is bigger than that now. Understand? I wouldn't expect to see DNA wouldn't do that no more. And I feel like Cortez needs to hold himself in a higher esteem than even like DNA. DNA should be like little bro. Little bro's talking like that. I've got to be a bigger man than that. I get it though. You might still be doing whatever you're doing or whatever, and who knows? But I don't know. I still think Cortez won though. That's the thing. I still think Cortez won. Don't get me twisted.
Salute for subscribing. Real Hado Streams.
Instantly.
Much love,
we see
much
it.
Love.
We see it.
Thank you. Really appreciate everyone who subscribes. Everyone who right now, who hasn't already, who goes and hits the like button. Much love to you. If you want to share this as well on your socials, much love to you. Really trying to, grow my channel. Roast I think it's becoming quite a central part of what happens in the scene. So definitely I want, as many people to kind of tune into this, people who maybe aren't aware of what goes on over here, to tap in as well. So yeah, appreciate everyone for sharing and shit. Sorry, carry on. You finished with Tez and Jada Nightwing?
Yeah, I had Tez overall, basically, and I liked. It's crazy. I preferred Tez's performance, but I preferred Jada Nightwing's material. But yeah, salute to Joe.
I think sometimes Jada Nightwing's delivery can seem like a little. Sometimes it does really well in diffusing the energy,
but it feels a little not intense enough.
Yeah,
sometimes.
That's it. I think yesterday he did lack a bit of energy. You don't have to be loud or aggressive. I mean, he's loud anyway, and he's huge, and he's Jada Nightwing, so that's kind of implied. But I think
I just think in this era you can't kill someone like that no more, unless they're already dead. But if they're fighting for their life, you've kind of got to be right there with them, I think.
I saw the first two. I caught all of who was it? Was it Nanfiero and the Saurus? I saw a bit that with the controversial third and the sloppy first and second. And,
from who? From the Saurus?
The Saurus, yeah. He called out the Judges Commission. He called out what's his name? Is it Copacetic?
Copacetic.
Yeah. Called him a racist, and said this is the last time I'm appearing on. I don't know if he said King on the Dot of the season. I can't remember, but it was a bit controversial. That was just before the Mad Flex battle. But we stopped in the Mad Flex battle and started watching Red Wolf.
Yeah, for real.
Instead.
That's when I came in.
Yeah, that's in UK.
Let me get the letter.
It was fire. I'll have to try and check that out. Big up, Crow. How you doing?
Crow,
salute to you. Enigma says, yeah, not gonna lie, all of the battles made me low-key sad. Shit. Wow. Hustle was fire, Swamp was fire, the rest did average in my opinion. The Drake announcement was the best part. That didn't even happen until after the battles were over.
Yeah.
After the dramatic blackout, which I don't know, was it a blackout with caffeine just
power outage?
Caffeine
I thought caffeine was the plug. Come to find out.
Paris, salute, gang. You haven't missed anything.
Listen, you're early, man.
Don't really start until you pull up anyway.
That's it, bro. So now we're starting.
Happy roast day. I love it. Happy roast day to you too. Lush said at the start he hadn't learned his bars. It happens, I guess. But yeah, Serious Swamp.
Cool. Outside of the little shenanigans with the diamond tester, because that was fucked. I'll tell you that now. If you ever have to test your own diamonds and the diamond tester stops working.
I know, mate. Go on over to YouTube. London Gen, all one word, 3 N's on my Gen on YouTube.
Let's go. Yeah, it's an L. So that fell flat. But I do think the material he had once he got into shit, because you could see that threw him off to the point where he forgot his beginning. He forgot his start. Oh, shit. Come on, man. Then he got it. I feel like his material was all right still. He wasn't shit. I think that battle there, he made the debate for himself by after that fuck up there. He was basically clean all the way through for his other 3 rounds, innit? But I like Swamp better, but I feel like Swamp had to fuck up. And then there was a round of Swamps that I felt came across like it was a bit less than my man's round, which was a shock to me. So I don't know. That one there, I'd have to see it back. When I watched it, I felt like I had Serious 2-1.
Yeah,
that's how I felt.
Serious. I had Swamp.
I felt like I had Serious when I watched it. I have to watch it back though.
I had Swamp, but yeah, again, I have to watch it back.
Swamp let me down still.
Smoggy says someone on Twitter said the ice is real, but the diamond test is
That sounds like a Serious Jones fan.
Caveman, salute. We were also watching you just before we started.
Yeah, definitely.
Well.
We're gonna talk.
We're gonna get there.
Yeah,
we're gonna get there. Or I mean, shout him out.
Yeah,
sorry, by all means. Before I just cut you off. What's wrong with me today?
You're bossy. You're wearing all black like it's someone's funeral. I came here in green and good vibes and that. It's just like she pulled a shotgun at me at the door. What do you want?
My bad.
You invited me here.
I'm sorry. Let me just calm myself down,
Please,
get back
also.
in my Zen vibes, and check myself.
Please.
Yeah.
Please do. But yeah, we definitely did, have a little glance at Caveman versus TKE. Liked what Caveman was out there doing. You know what I'm saying? He's one for the future still. If you're interested, I see what he's saying. I'm listening to what he's saying. He's got a lot of things going on. So he does a lot of other things in it. So, but it would be a pleasure to see him, still be doing his battling on this type of way, because he's very good at it still. I like what he's doing.
Okay, but yeah, we'll talk about the new class in a little while. We'll 100%. Definitely get there. Caveman was fire. Big up. Talk about you too, Cooper.
Yeah, same thing.
Coffee and hustle. Salute. Put up on YouTube. London Gen, all one word, 3 N's on the Gen. Come and watch us over there.
You see what I was saying before at the beginning, where I have never, ever felt tension through the screen like that before watching a battle. That was a mad thing. Even before the battle started, Jay Black looked disappointed. Nunu Nails is like, this don't look good. She was doing all of that. You could see that Jay Black's all frustrated with her because he's still trying to be professional. And Jay Black's making suggestions. Why can't we do this to fill the time? Why can't we? And it's like, nothing's being done. It just, all of it felt wrong. Then Coffee jumps on screen. Where you at? You clown. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Understand? Then 2-2, she's coming now. Then I think they had someone to do. Who did they interview? Oh, it was Cortez. They're interviewing Cortez, but they're sitting down and he's standing up. Even that made me feel weird. I got all OCD and all types of anxiety now. The battle ain't even started yet. Then the battle starts. And no one wants to fucking choose to go first or even choose who's going to say heads.
No, it wasn't Coffee saying, I am not going first.
Yeah.
I'm not going first.
Do you know what it is though? Yeah, I'll say this. I've been in a situation like that before. When I battled Flex Blizzard now, yeah, I'm meant to be main event, Jen, yeah. I've come to this event. There's only 3 battles. So our main event, I don't mind waiting because there's only 2 battles before me, innit? Come to the event. My man's talking about he wants to go first. He wants the battle to go first. I'm saying, what? No. He said, I want the battle to go first. I said, all right, if the battle's going first, and you can ask Flex Blizzard, he'll tell you this. I said, if you want the battle to go first, you go first then. He's like, what? Nah, we'll flip the coin. I said, hold on. So you get to choose where the battle is, but I don't get to choose if I go first or second. What's my advantage? What if I wanted to go first? I get no say. He's like, I'll flip the coin. I was like, go first. He's like, flip the coin. I was like, all right, cool. We flipped the coin. And obviously I won the coin toss in it and made him go first anyway.
That's a risk though, right?
It is a risk, but at the same time, I know in that moment how she felt, where it's like, how you gonna make me wait and now come here and be talking about, yeah, I want heads or tails or whatever. Go first.
See, but it's risky because what's Hustle going to do? She's going to go first. And she's like, no, we're not even flipping the coin. So Coffee kind of then has to take back the upper hand and say, fuck this, I'm going to go first.
Yeah.
And now there's a risk of, are we not even going to get this shit off the ground? Like, I've waited long enough. Like, I've waited all this time.
It just added to the intensity and the anxiety of the whole thing. Like, oh my god, like what the fuck is going on? Then my girl starts and it's like, do you know what another thing that was strange was? They've cut to the thing. Hustle's not even on cam. For some reason, we can't hear Hustle, but we can't see Hustle
because they were told to stay opposite.
But I feel like even though they was told to stay opposite, Hustle was deliberately staying off cam. Yeah. Because they hadn't flipped the coin or whatever. So her thing was, as soon as they start, I'm going to get in this bitch's face. And you know what I mean?
Strategy, right?
You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not doing all this friendly standing there, being on cam shit. You ain't going to see me till I'm killing her. So that was her thing. But I think when I seen how Coffee was performing.
Salute, Rap Redux.
Coffee's saying.
Let me just make a quick interruption to say, go and follow Rap Redux.
Oh, 100%.
Follow Rap Redux on YouTube and go and follow the socials as well. But puts out really, really dope content, giving people their flowers, highlighting contributions and share, and some good compilations as well. And UK based as well. So go and follow Rap Redux, quality content. Stayed up till 2 a.m. UK time for that Calamity Shake my fucking head. No more super fights till next year, please. Ooh.
Damn.
Whoops. Sorry, carry on.
But is that my friend Crumpet down there?
Yeah, hold on, we'll get it. Big up London General. I love how much interest you have in battle rap.
I swear this is the one that wants to battle. Remember?
Is it Craig? Oh, whoever that was hit me up.
Yeah.
Are you the one who hit me up on IG? Someone hit me up and I sent them. No, this is Craig Creedy is in I think the state. Oh, in our scene over here. Yes, over here. I don't think it's the same one. Maybe there was more than one.
Yeah.
It was a young guy, right? I think
there was
I don't think Craig Creedy is a young guy. Someone else, I can't remember. Crumpet, salute.
Let's go.
Salute. How you doing? Oh, okay. But you haven't hit me up. You're not the same guy. I'm sure you're not the same guy.
Might hit you up from a different thing, innit?
Maybe not. Next NLC event is on the 30th of October. The process to semi-final. Don't know if it's at the same location, but you've been there, right? I'm sure you've been at both. Was it Cooper? It was at both process.
Cooper's always down at the NLCs, even if he's not battling.
For supporting, more like super. Oof. See, but we've had some great super fights in the past. I don't think this was one of them. Maybe there's just too much going on in October, and they kind of slacked on the super. I don't know.
Sometimes with a mediocre card, sometimes a mediocre card, it takes like a good main event to kind of
to bring it all together.
Yeah, to where it's like you can appreciate having to wait for that thing. But because with what happened at the end, it was just like, and all right, so let's go back to the battle, because I was just saying how Coffee was. I'm talking about Jen, but I'm like, the problem with you, Jen, is that Jen. It's like, hold on, Jen's over there. I'm saying the problem with you, Jen.
She's just rapping to the camera, because who's she going to rap to? She can't rap to midair, right? And she's sticking to the rules. She doesn't want to go and
over there.
Yeah,
understand. So like when my girls come back, so that makes it even more weird. Salute to Jester.
Jester, hey Jester, how you doing?
Yeah, like even that gives that feel of this is uncomfortable. And then when Hustle starts and gets all in the shit, and my girl's walking off, it's just like. It gave me that feel when was it Lady Luck was blowing smoke in Official's face?
Yeah.
It gave me that type of feel where it's like, oh come on, man, just let her rap, please. Let her rap.
So who do you think was at fault there?
Do you know what? Until I know what the agreement was in terms of the space, staying away from each other. Like if all right, cool, this is how I see it.
Jay Black said it.
So there was
I'm
actually.
Pretty sure Jay Black said
all right, cool. So that's verified.
Stay apart.
So if that was the agreement, do not get close to each other, yeah. And Hustle breached that. I think. What's her name's walking away because she doesn't want to bang out. She doesn't want to fight here. That's more what it's about for me.
Who's walking away? Coffee.
Coffee's walking away because she doesn't want to fight.
Yeah, and she stood her side,
and she didn't even get near you because in her mind. I'm trying to get paid here. I'm a hustler. I'm trying to get my bread. Yeah, that's it. Whatever you want to do. Let's fight outside. Whatever you want to do.
Big love.
She was very professional and just tried to get her thing off. But in terms of like, if there weren't that stipulation of them being apart, I would say that it's Coffee's fault. What are you walking off for? But if there's a stipulation to stop you lot from getting into any further altercation, and she's breached it, and you know the only way that you're going to be able to not fight this bitch is if you walk away from her. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, innit? That's the way I see it.
Slap, my G. How you doing? Future of battle rap. Come and join us over on YouTube.
I heard he's going to kill Princess still. That's what I heard.
Oof.
That's what I'm hearing. I heard that he's going to 30 Princess.
Slaying the royal family. Hey, Tom, how's it going? Just shouting at Instagram. I got that running. I should have turned it off, but
hey,
it's
all right, man. You can keep the gram in there.
I kind of feel... I haven't formulated my full thoughts on this yet. I've got numerous conflicting thoughts at the same time. I agree with I think everything you just said. Hustle, is she wrong for going and stalking down Coffee? It's like, I'm not battling. Like, you've agreed to it, but why am I battling someone and I'm standing... like, we don't battle like this. I didn't agree to it. I didn't sign up for this. So I kind of get her flouting the rules. I also understand why Coffee is not just going to stand there and let her bark. I understand all of it. I understand why Coffee might not want to stand there. I understand how Hustle can just say like, oh, fuck this, I can't.
I think there's a level of strategy to it if you think about it, because if Hustle took the crowd away, which would have been beneficial to Coffee, then Coffee is taking away her that performance that she has, where she can bark on you and tower above you and make it look a certain way. It's like, if you take away my advantage, why can't I take away yours? So now we've both fucked the battle up. You understand? I don't understand why the crowd was taken out of it. Because
I think the entourage
was going to be
the
some fights
entourages as well.
Okay, I hear that. But there's battlers in the building. Can we get some of these guys out here and leave the entourages wherever the fuck else? Possibly.
That I guess that's an option.
I feel we've been doing that on the smaller cards through the COVID and that. Like, I just feel like it lost.
It wasn't
something.
an empty room either, because at one point, was it Hustle was getting a reaction, and I think Coffee said, there's not even supposed to be I thought you said no one was going to be in here. Like, kind of, what's the point when there's people in here anyway?
Okay,
so I don't know who was in there, but I kind of feel like, and it's a hard decision to make, right? But I almost feel like the battle shouldn't have happened. It was too like, and the thing is, right, this is why I've got so many different conflicting thoughts. You can see I haven't got one. I haven't come to a decision about it, but it's because it's like, we like the smoke, right? We like when there's tension. We like when it's kind of real. We like when there's some animosity. It makes like a grudge match. Like, we love the grudge matches because we do get the tension, and it is, you know, you do feel the palpable fight tension in the air, but it very rarely kind of spoils the battle to the point where it doesn't happen, or, you know, it gets, I can think of some examples, but not too many, where the battle just is shut down completely in the middle. Coffee's involved in 2 of them now, incidentally.
Yeah, a lot of people are complaining and saying that she's bad for business and whatnot, but you can't deny that she has something when she's doing her thing, though. And she's out there, like, she's got her own shit. And I've seen a lot of female battlers. I don't even like to say female battlers. I like to say women battlers. I've seen a lot of the women battlers, and she's not like any of them. She's on her own shit. You know what I mean?
So yeah, it's that thing. It's like, you can't, and like a lot of the battle rappers, male or female, don't just talk that talk. Like, they, you know, and sometimes it gets outside of battle rap. I think for the most part, it's all just, you know, it's part of the promo and it's part of the game. It's not that serious, but sometimes it is, and I think this is one of those situations. And I don't necessarily think there was a power cut.
That was damage control.
Yeah,
that's what the fuck that was.
Yeah, you would have been, right? But it kind of puts a stigma around you. It makes it's like, another thing that I'm seeing is that I've got conflicting, I don't even have conflicting thoughts about it. I think it's just a nuanced subject. They're fucking it up for female battle rap. I disagree.
Fully.
I don't think
it's too much battlers, bro. Shush.
I do think them being the first headline, the first, you know, all-female battle to headline an all, you know, a URL card, a mail card. I think that does, you know, add some responsibility. It does add, you know, I feel like you should feel some sort of obligation to kind of put on in that sense.
Definitely.
But and it's unfortunate when you get you know, female battle rap is the minority, and often the minority, when you have a minority highlighted amongst the wider community, it's like you have to be the example. The few that are highlighted have a big responsibility to be the example of that thing.
You know, you got to fly where everyone else has to run, kind of thing, because you're coming from a smaller area. So now what you do has to be kind of exceptional.
Yeah.
You understand? And do you know what's crazy
Salute
though?
WT. It was WT.
Salute to W
as well.
But yeah, I believe that. Salute to Phoenix Fire in the building.
Salute Phoenix.
Yeah, I believe that they could have done exactly what
Phoenix Fire.
Yeah, salute to Phoenix, follow her thing. I believe that they could have done that thing where they had that kind of female classic. It might have been intense. There might have been a moment where we had to just break it. Oh, yo, chill out, dude, the bag, dude. And then they get back to work or whatever in it. But that takes a lot of discipline and professionalism. So to not be able to do that makes you look like. This is why, cool. We can say what you want about KCJ, but KCJ wouldn't do this. Yoshi G wouldn't do this. I'm sure they've had their little moments and but when it gets to a point of walking around stages and one man's over there and this person wants to do, like, they pretty much just do what they're supposed to do, and Vixen, and that's why I think this doesn't affect female battle rap. There's too much good examples for us to take one battle and say, oh, okay, this fucks up.
Like, it's not like every coffee battle is like this, or every hustle battle.
This is one or two.
I think this is
one of two.
Yeah, and I think that the coffee thing was kind of slightly, the coffee and Miss Miami thing was slightly different. That was something, the battle was a little fractious, but I think a lot of them are. It was something specific that happened in the battle, kind of unfortunate, and maybe something can be said that it's happened a couple of times with coffee, but I don't think this is,
But Hustle's had her fair share of fights and shit at Queen of the Ring. And there's videos online of her and Farrah scrapping and her getting dragged up by Farrah and all that. So
I think the ladies' game does have a lot more stigma. With the the messiness, the drama, the fighting, because their shit fucking up the bag.
Their shit is more closely based on disrespect than, like, I never heard your pussy smell like earring backs before until I started to listen to like Queen of the Ring battlers. You understand? Like, you can only kind of hear that shit from like Arsenal or something like that, or someone who's battling against Arsenal. But outside of that, you go and watch Queen of the Ring battles, there's no remorse. They're talking about the child you aborted, the guy that left you, the fact that you're barren. Like, they don't have no type of stops on what they will say over there, innit? So you put them on a big stage and there's a lot of promo leading up to it. It's gonna get messy. You know what I mean?
Also, I think as well, because URL especially, they are the NBA of this thing. It's the most sort of when you get to those top leagues, when you get to that level, the sort of level of organization, the level of how long they've kind of been through it and perfected their thing, and how to their professionalism has been. And even with caffeine, look at how, just sort of talking about logistics, look at how smoothly things run nowadays. Like, look at, face-offs every day before the battles like back to back. Very few don't go down. Very few hit. Like, there's a smoothness, a professionalism that's going on there now. I think the women's game just falls behind because in that professionalism, and maybe you do get more messiness and more drama, not just because it's more prone to it, like you say, because of the content and where the ladies take it, but also just because the game isn't as evolved, right? It's a younger and less developed scene. So I do think there's still a lot of work there to do in terms of everyone kind of playing their part.
There's tweaks that need to be made, clearly, innit? But they bring something different. Because think about it, do you remember when they had the Queen of the Ring event? So like, they was doing all the smack events on Caffeine, then out of nowhere they did this Queen of the Ring. I think it was was it something to do with the throne or something like this?
Watch the Throne.
Was it Watch the Throne? Was that
no, not Watch the Throne. That's it was Heir to the Throne.
Heir to the Throne. So they had that, and that was basically the best event of that season of Caffeine events. It was like the women's event.
And Kings versus Queens
was again another one of the best events. And then a couple of the other UM4s that have had like women battling on there have been better than the ones without it. So some of the events where there's men versus women and that like Geechee versus Casey. Like, yeah, we could say, oh, like Geechee won, but he doesn't get to say that narrative unless he's against a female battler, woman battler. You know what I mean? So it adds a whole next thing. Like, man needs women in the game, and this little mishap ain't gonna take out like the woman side of battle rap at all.
Yeah. No, not at all.
I think if anything, it adds more. Remember, Smack got big because Math punched somebody. Do you understand? Let's not pretend that the drama doesn't increase the thing. It makes it more, what? Like, you watch this and go watch another hustle battle now.
Well, you can't watch this now unless you find.
You'll see the backlash. There's gonna be bare videos online of the talks and the lives, I just mean the situation in a whole. You grab onto this, it's only gonna make you watch a coffee battle, watch a hustle battle, see what they're really about.
I would agree to some extent, but we're never going to get a coffee hustle battle again. It's
that's done.
It's going to be.
I don't even want to see it.
That's a classic that could have happened.
I don't want to see it.
Never going to get it.
That's put me off. I don't want to see it. Do you guys feel the back and forth with the females before matches should end then? Since it seems to boil over more often than not. Even back in the day, fights at Queensland used to happen due to Facebook drama. Yeah, that's a big fact. I feel like there should be a level of professionalism where people understand what things can't be passed.
I'm gonna have to end this because my battery's dying.
Like, listen, women are out here talking about dead children and all these type of things. There's got to be a line where certain things are not. If you have to say it and you are cool to say these things to each other in a battle, can we keep it out the promo so that you can be poised? Because it's when it's in the promo that it becomes the issue. I mean, if someone's talking personal things in the promo running up to the battle.
Yeah, but you can't have that specific to the women's game, right?
No, but it's like it's like you can't talk about Goods' daughter. You understand? He makes that clear.
Yeah, but that's full stop, period. And
so I'm saying if there's a particular thing that you don't want to be spoken about, because certain of these women, they'll say, I don't care, but why you talk about my auntie that just died? Or why are you talking about the. So if you've got that specific thing, why can we not get a contracted agreement that this won't be spoken about before, and then we could save the drama if that's going to trigger you?
Yeah, but with the coffee hustle situation, none of that applies because all of that they went back and forth about was brought up in the battle and was battle content anyway. I think for there are some kind of off limits topics that people say, don't bring up in the battle. I think those are kind of, I think for the most part, it is the stuff that is either going to be brought up in the battle or isn't off limits type stuff.
I just say keep it in the battle. That's what I say. Because they seem to like, there's been so much incidents and stories of like fights that don't even involve people that's battling each other. Over personal shit being said and that. And it's like, if you don't have battlers, just keep that to your battles, isn't it? Like, the fuck?
I think it's a fine line, right? Because especially with the women's game, some people do it very well, and it just helps build the fight, like promo on any side of the game, between two battlers. And when you see a storyline, when you see a back and forth, like, it doesn't always get completely, it doesn't always go too far. Like, not all women who go back and forth on social media are killing each other. Like, I think the coffee hustle example has probably been in recent times one of the more extreme ones, but I think it's something that as the women's profiles grow and as the potential bag that they're fucking up grow, as maybe there's more, maybe they're just learning how to deal with a bigger spotlight. Maybe more, it's something that hopefully they'll learn how to do better, because I do think it is, especially with the women, it's an essential part of the game, promo, right? And using social media for promo. So I don't think you can tell them not to do it, but you've got to be better at it.
But some women have had careers and not got involved with this and been on the promo talking their shit and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like women like Couture, she probably would know all of the stuff that she's pulling out in the battle, but she ain't saying that in the promo. I'm saying the promo, I'm gonna smoke this bitch, get into the battle and you pull out the shit that we didn't even know you was gonna come with, and it hits harder. You know what I'm saying? But what I'll say is, for the most part, the level of like the women's game is raised up so high that people are looking at this like it's messy now, because it's not as common as these type of things used to be. These type of shit used to be like every event, every battle, Now, because it's gotten to this level where the women are so good and it's so professional, this will be blown up as something like raw. Like, how could she do that? But if we go back and we look at some of the shit that was done, we'd be like, okay, yeah, no, there's always a possibility of this shit happening.
Yeah, but I kind of think, yeah, when it's this
big
fractious as well, it's a big risk, isn't it? It's a big risk to put on a battle that's that kind of tense, I guess. But I don't think, maybe caffeine. I don't know how it affects caffeine. Even them cutting off the battle, like, not that they cut off the battle. There's a power cut. I'm just speculating. Troy says there should be promo classes online for battlers to watch so they learn how to do it properly. I don't even know if it's promo classes, but when you're in the media, you kind of need some media training. I do think it's useful to know how to move.
Well, when we're talking about, we've got corporate money involved there. You can't even risk. I mean, the thing about battle rap is this, the minute you start making it all square and fit into boxes, it kind of loses its essence, innit? So the thing about battle rappers is that we're all individuals. We've got our own personalities. You don't know what he's going to say. That's the crazy thing about it. You see, when it's a thing where you know what he's not allowed to say, all of a sudden it becomes a bit more predictable what he is going to say. You get what I'm saying? And that's where we don't want the game to be at, innit? But at the same time, why do people not have an unwritten law to themselves that this is going to fuck things up for me? Let me not do it. Like, that's all. Fuck.
They should get Funky D to teach those classes. He's a level above on the promo.
And doesn't get disrespectful with it, which is a big fact. I don't see him getting disrespectful.
Yeah, I think as well, like
personally disrespectful.
Yeah. The personal is kind of is different, right? And the ladies are very, very personal with it certain times. I feel like biting to disrespectful angles is a sign of a younger battle. I feel like those angles become less significant as you age. Veterans don't bite to it.
Yeah, no, thanks.
In my opinion.
I'm going to see Tony D wasting his time on some shit like that. If he can belittle you, he'd rather belittle you with intelligence and intellect.
And literally portray the fun. What do you mean? Portray the Funky D type character. Yo.
Salute to Big
Gears. How's it going? Yeah. So that was that. We won't get the battle.
What do you think on? Let's do the hypothetical.
Yeah.
100% hustle, 100% coffee. That stage, crowd there. Tension enough to get a good battle, but not tension enough to want to fight and fuck the battle up. Who wins?
Hold on, say that again.
I said, this is the battle, yeah. Hustle at 100.
Yeah.
Coffee at 100, yeah. There's a crowd there. They got intensity to where they don't fuck with each other, but not so much that they want to fight. So we can get one of those battles on some chess and easy type shit. Yeah. Who wins, or what's the outcome of that battle?
The outcome should be just like chess and easy. That should be the outcome. Completely debatable battle.
Yeah.
Where everybody wins, right? And I think it could have been that. I don't think the setting was right at all. It just seemed so stale. It wasn't. I liked Rock and Mook in the empty room. I think that worked there. I don't know if it's because it was. With Mook as well, especially kind of grown man conversation thing. He's talking, I don't know, but it worked in that setting. With these ladies, I don't think it worked at all. Even
I feel like when women are talking to each other, there has to be an audience. There has to be, because of how they're talking to each other. There's more. It's like it's a natural, passionate, like insipid disrespect for each other. You understand? So why are you not going to do that by yourself?
Yeah,
it only enhances when your girls are there with you. That was the thing about Queen of the Ring. You're going in on somebody and your girl's like, talk to that bitch. And then you're turning up because you got them in the background, and then the other girls on the other side screaming at you that you can see it. Like,
well, I think the worry was that the girls, the battlers,
it was gonna get crazy.
Will be cool. No, but the entourages
won't be.
Might, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not just them, you know, shouting at whatever, because it's a wider. It hasn't. The back and forth hasn't just been between the two battlers, has it? There's been all sorts of people kind of dragged in as well.
I feel like they could have managed to throw the battlers on the card, but then again, who even turned up for the card? Do you get what I'm saying? There probably was hardly any battlers there. You want 8 people on standing behind, or
battlers who use highly personal angles often leave it until the battle as an attempt to expose each other to make the battle itself more shocking.
Yeah.
I don't think pre-agreed contracts would work. I don't think anyone was suggesting pre-agreed contracts. It's just that certain people do have like goods
clauses,
like Farah. Don't mention my daughter, don't mention my mother. Those are no-nos, and I think they are generally.
I feel like you're within your right as a creator. You're within your right to have things that mean something to you that you don't want somebody to disrespect.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So it is what it is. I think for the most part, there's kind of an unwritten law where people see your shit and they see how you spoke to your last opponent, and they're like, okay, cool. He didn't spend an hour talking about your mum and all this type of stuff. So they kind of know, right, he's not on that, or she ain't on that, really and truly, based on it. But
yeah, and also it's like there shouldn't be really too many things that like it I don't think.
No, I think I probably agree with him still, and they wouldn't really agree to sign him. But I feel like I'll put it like this, I'll tell you this. I battled Baylor, and I was about to battle Baylor and Ireland. Yep, my accent's coming. So basically, I battled Baylor, and Baylor's messaged me and said, "Yo, Rivers, can I call you?" I said, "Yeah, this is not going to be a good accent." Yeah, but anyway, he's phoned me and he said, "Rivers, I just want to tell." He just said, "Rivers," I'm gonna have to leave the accent out. He basically said, "Rivers, I just want to let you know, I am not gonna come to the battle and speak on any of like your family members if they've passed away or anything. So if there is anything that you don't want me to mention, just let me know now, because I don't want to show any type of disrespect like that." You know what I mean? When he said this to me, because I'm a battler, I thought it was strategy. I said, "Oh, this cunt's I'm gonna tell him something, and then he's gonna go in there and say, 'You told me not to talk about your dead mom.' Well, fuck your dead mom," or something like this. But so what I said to him, I said, "Bro, I don't mind what you say. Just don't talk about my pet cat Fluffy. Yeah, it means a lot to me. Don't talk about Fluffy, okay? Because I'll have to shoot you if you say something about Fluffy, innit?" And he LOL'd it, and we just joked it off, innit? But after the battle, none of us said anything. I had one mum bar in there, and I saved it right to the end just in case he said something.
Yeah.
And he never said that, but I still threw it in anyway. But the point of it was, like, he was a man of his word.
Yeah.
You understand? He said, "Nah, if there's anything." So I know if I said to him, "Look, something's happened here, don't say that," he would have said, "Ah, cool." So I think that's a cool enough agreement with men. If he breaches that and he doesn't do that, then that's for me to accept that I've got double crossed or whatever in it. But for the most part, people are stand-up people in it. Like, then if they come to you with that, you know what I mean, it looks a bit weird. Plus, everybody's messaging shit. They know that you could just screenshot their thing and just put it out and be like, "Look, this is what he said." And then, so people are genuine in it more time. So I believe you, maybe not a proper written out contract, but you can get people to agree. Like, I wouldn't feel bad if someone said, "Listen, bro, such and such happened. I beg you don't mention that." As we got booked, I wouldn't mention it. Why the fuck would I? I'm that good. I said,
"Watch your mouth.
A bitch.
Watch your mouth."
Bro, I told you I wouldn't battle you, fam.
Genuine question: where is Crow from?
Crow.
Crow is English. From a crow's head.
For fuck's sake. I can't have you talking about my brother Crow like this, you know. My brother Crow he lived over 10 years in the States, bro.
Yeah.
You understand? Crow's
he's a pad brat, so he's been in the USA. What does a pad brat
I think that's to do with military babies.
Yeah, I don't know what pad means. Is that an acronym? He spits like he's a Canadian with a US, like a
completely threw me off. I was watching the Prem battle with Tidal early and said he's from Barbary or something.
Banbury. Is he fucked from Banbury?
Do you know what it is about him, yeah? Imagine you're American, yeah, and you've moved to a northern town. Man said Riff just folded as a league.
Where's
Excuse
that?
me? Yeah, we're gonna have to go and hit up Twitter and find out what's going on.
Hold on. Where can I?
Can we get some? Where did you find that out, Smoggy? That's crazy. Riff have an event coming up now. Yeah. Get on your Googleabilities, because this is all mental.
What is going on? Putting up my Facebook, just trying to see what is going on. Oh, I'm not even in there.
What is
Let
that?
me pull up my Twitter. Someone tell me in the comments. I should have got rid of that.
What's happening?
Oh.
Just a joke on the accent, man. When I said Riff just died, folded as a league. Okay, say no more. You got, man. I was thinking, bro, what the fuck? I'm out here fucking him up. I said that's a joke about River's accent, bro. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes black people don't catch the joke. Still, I was all sitting here like, what? What did you say? They folded.
That's hilarious. Breaking news.
Shit.
Riff hasn't folded. I'm gonna smoke Shawnee on Saturday. Lies at these lads. Freak show, dark reports. Who's battling? Who's on
the Riff card?
Who's on the Riff card? They've
Ty the Poet versus Nugget, innit?
Yeah. Lizzie C's on that card as well, I think.
Is she battling Shawnee Mac?
Enough attention, my bad. I'll pull that up.
Yeah, we should have put that card up still. got a few friends and associates on that card there still. Interested in Johnny Darko if he's on that card. I'm trying to see what's going on with him.
Killed the entire roster. They can't go on. Darko versus Shawnee. Okay, so
Darko
Freak
versus
Show Dark
Shawnee.
Reports is Darko.
Is that Darko?
Salute
That's
to you.
Darko. What's going on,
you.
Darko?
How's it going?
That's my guy. Me and Darko are gonna battle still.
Yeah.
It's been coming for like years, like maybe 3 years now. For 3 years. But we just never get to place it in the right time. But we're gonna make it happen still.
Okay.
That's my guy.
When Rivers did the accent, I thought Nugget had entered the room. Impeccable.
Oh,
I just did an even worse one. True Irish.
Hollow legs.
I think we've kind of wrapped up the ladies topic.
Yeah.
Wrapped up the super fight topic. Pretty much. Drake card announcement, that card as well, crazy card. But do you think, we won't really go into the card too much, but I think there's a split on people saying card is amazing and what a letdown. I hate that card.
Do you know what it is? I think there's it's kind of like an error versus error kind of card a little bit still. So like you got fanatics that are saying, nah, man, don't make sense. Why would they put easy versus... Because they're looking at it like it's a step down from Mook. Like, bro, is Mook shit now or something? Why are you giving him easy? Because they see Mook as so up there, innit? So you got bare people like that just don't see it or whatever, innit? But I think it's a fucking fire card. Literally. I think Mook's finished. I think he's done. I think this is it, guys. You know what I mean? Ooh. Finally, we got what we wanted. He's out of here.
You think...
He's gone.
You think Easy's getting him up out of
I
here?
think Easy's going to get him the fuck out of here. Literally. Do you know what it is about Easy? He doesn't have to be technical to where Mook can try and be technical in another way and act like it's over the head. No. This guy's going to talk to you. Could you imagine what Easy's going to talk to? Do you know what's crazy though? Could you imagine how Geechee's going to talk to Lux?
Oh, listen.
This is going to be mental. This is why I don't understand what people...
I love this card.
When people are talking about this card here, I've just said 2 battles here and that's it. I don't even need to...
Pat Stay versus Real Sick.
Fucking hell. Come on, man.
Pat Stay versus Real Sick. Pat
Come on,
Stay
man.
versus Real Sick.
Come on.
That battle will be insane. Pat will clown on him.
Definitely.
Easy going to gun bar him off. Surf and
Calico.
Myself
if I need a friend.
Surf and Calico. Jazz and Gattus.
Is it Surf and Calico?
Tay-Rock and Twerk. Like, this card is fucking mental. T-Rex and Rum Nitty rematch.
I think that is going to bring the best out of Tay-Rock still.
Kick.
I said Lux a bitch.
No, don't say that.
What did he say?
That.
Do you know what it is? I don't know what your problem is with Fluffy and Lux here, but I'm getting tired of this kick. Tired of this.
Why on earth would you say that? I
Do
feel
you know
like
why?
I need
Do you know
to
why?
delete the comment to sanitize the stream or
Do you know
something.
why? I don't know. Ask him if he's a Tyson Fury fan, and then you might understand.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that it? Okay.
Ask him if he's a Tyson Fury fan.
Phoenix says this card is amazing. Big facts, yeah.
Okay, that's Geechee's impression.
Oh,
you see it? You gotta put the quotation marks and then the line, bro. The context, my friend. Yeah. Context. Shit, we was about to cancel you, bro. I said, poor beloved.
I was like, what the hell? I have to kick you from the chat. Geechee versus Lux. Bananas. Yeah, bananas. Odds on Lux gets parred for walking wild around last night just to get sparked. Who did I see? I'm sure I saw something on Twitter. It then disappeared really quickly, so I couldn't even see it, but saying, I think something just like that. Yeah, Geechee's going to have a fire bar about that. Tay-Rock and Twerk is legit battle rap. Ali versus Fraser.
That's a
damn fact. Right. Damn. Wait, what happened? WT, you don't know about the Drake card? Go and check Drake's Instagram. Oh no, you know about it because you made the Lux card announcement.
Wow, look at that work. That he did, bro. That he did. He tried to give out a bit of work himself, but he got work. He got overtime. Literally, man gave him an extra shift.
Geechee and Easy about to YD their souls.
Oh shit.
So do we think? So like he was saying, this is kind of era versus era.
To a certain extent, yeah.
Lux, Geechee, Rock, Twerk,
yeah.
Mook, Easy,
Gatters, Jazz,
Rex, Rum Nitty, Surf Calico. Is that less?
No, that's more like a old school. But they've already battled though, so it's just like I don't know, man. I don't know, but it's still. Do you know what it is? Calico doesn't fail on big stages. I've noticed that. Apart from Lux, of course. But since he's had dreadlocks,
So it was, like it's a classic battle though. So
it was
one of the most talked about battles of all time. One of the most well known.
A Proctor is hold on, a Proctor. It's fire. It's a fire battle, but even before that though, Calico's still on a big stage. It's been in front of the Maths and the Rexes and that, and held his own from out of nowhere. But I don't know.
And then you've also got Pat Stay, Real Sick. So again, the newer versus the older. No, I didn't. Someone, I think it was Smoggy.
Asking earlier.
Yeah, said it was
How did
fire.
That go?
We'll have to check it. On
Reverse Live's been around, you know. But that's to understand how much of a vet the man there is still. But that Saint.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
I had to check them on Twitch. King the Dot are pretty quick on the uploads. Who do we think is going to be victorious more? So out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 battles, 2, 4, 6, 7 battles, how many wins on which side? So newer era or older era? Who wins? Who picks up the overall win? Lux, Geechee, Tay-Rock, Twerk, Mook, Easy, Surf Calico. Well, that's not really one. Rex, Nitty, Jazz the Rapper, Gatters, Pat Stay, Real Sick. Who's has got the heavier side? Who's the heavier team? Who wins? I think my money is most definitely, if we say 6, there are 6 battles. Rather take out Surf and Calico.
Your money on the new era, Jen?
Yeah, my money's on the newer era. Although
I don't know. I think I couldn't even see it like that because put it like this year, I think Jazz and Gatters could go either way.
Right, yeah, I've got 4 wins for the new era and 2 debatables.
And Jazz and Gatters is one of the debatables, isn't it? Yeah. Told you.
Yeah. Although
and what's the other debatable? I think Gatters takes it as well. What's the other debatable?
The Pat and Sick.
Okay. Yeah.
That's not how we debate.
Do you know what it is? I think they're so good at what they do, it kind of neutralizes each other, innit? A tad. Unless someone's got a crazy angle that they can work with. Well, yeah, that's going to be fire. I think Pat's going to, yeah, that's crazy.
We haven't seen Rum for a while. Rex, for whatever reason, can't die, though. The power of nostalgia.
Rex will give you a fire first round.
Yeah, and I think with the easy battle as well, he showed that he can do 3 rounds, and I think it was an entertaining battle. And his best round was the 3rd, right, or the most talked about round was the controversial 3rd round. But for me, it was definitely an entertaining battle. I think the Nitty battle is going to be quite different, but T-Rex versus Nitty will be cold.
Therefore,
kind of upset that Chess ain't on that Drake card.
I was thinking that,
Chess is also, but he battles Clips at some point this month. I don't know if they've given the date.
It's probably another, like, not a super card, but a super fight.
Yeah, he's battling Clips apparently this
Yeah,
month.
I feel like Chess should have been on this, but who would you have put Chess against if he was on this card?
Right now, I mean, I'd like to see him. I'd like to see him against. Who was gunning for Chess recently?
A name popped up for me, yeah, and you don't want to hear it, but I think with the nature of the card here, I think it would be nice to see Chess get this brother out of there still.
Who?
And he's got somewhat of a nostalgic legend feel to him.
Just battle Loso.
Yeah.
Just battle Loso.
Just a Clips the day before. Oh, it's the day before.
The day before.
Oh, so there's a warm-up card.
Is it the day before? That's okay. That might explain a few things. A-Ward. They're not interchangeable, you know.
This is it, man.
They're not interchangeable. Chess versus Iron Solomon. Oof.
That would be fire. That's better than what I was thinking.
I like that, but I do think there are a couple matches I'd more see Iron take right now. I want to see
Iron
him
versus Surf would have been.
Yeah, that's the one I really want to see, and I want to see him against Real Sick as well.
Do you know what? Yeah, I actually think Iron would beat Surfer.
Yeah,
I think he would beat him clear.
Yeah, that Surf that we got, Summer Madness, 3-round Surf, showman, entertainer, in his bag, pretty near flawless. I think can make it debatable depending.
If he tries to take a different approach and he doesn't just be gangster with him and talk about crippling and that's it.
It's not gonna work.
That's not gonna work against Iron. No. You're just gonna walk into the trap.
Yeah.
Of telling him, this is what I do.
Chess versus Saint. Okay, that's a much better.
I like that.
I
like that.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
But this card here is kind of like everybody established, really. Real Sick is probably the only person that we can look at that card and be like, kind of new. It's like Easy and that's been rapping long before Real Sick.
Yeah, but I think they're kind of in the same in terms of, I guess they're not in terms of experience, they're not, but in terms of like when their breakthrough year was, I guess.
Of course. Like if we're talking about the fire things, what's going on now, you have to throw him in there, innit?
Yeah.
I mean, he's just, has Real Sick replaced Mike P?
I don't think so, no.
Because it's like their careers are moving in different kind of ways.
I think Mike P kind of, well, I mean, not really. Sick arguably is on the back of 2 losses, right? Or 2, like he lost to Av on Civil War.
I still didn't even watch that yet. I started.
What's the other battle?
Was it? No, it was 2-on-2 though. That don't count.
Hold on, no, I'm not talking about the 2-on-2. Or is it only one? Hold on, only one. Yeah, because he 30 Danny Myers, right?
Yeah.
And then has he just got the
I think it's
the Av battle after that?
I think the only 2 that I've seen him shaking is that well, I haven't seen the Av battle yet, but the 2-on-2 thing. Yeah. That's it. That's the only time he's looked like, oh, okay, you look like you lost that one. That's it. outside of that, he's been flawless out here, smashing through everything.
I think I was adding a debatable on his resume for no reason.
Don't try to defend Mike P up here.
But I would never, like, you know, I fucks with Real Six. Super heavy, big fan and supporter. What am I thinking of? But yeah, I like the card. I'm happy with it.
Yeah, that's a fire card to me. I don't know what anyone's talking about, if they're saying anything different, but that card there is a fire card.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that will be 30th of October. We're getting that one.
But on the same day, in, you know, no loose Chattingsworth.
Arsenal. Arsenal.
Mm. What about Arsenal?
Yeah, the battle with Arsenal, Real Sick.
Okay.
But that wasn't a loss, so.
Okay.
Yeah. That wasn't a loss at all. I don't know what I was thinking. But yeah, sorry, on the same day.
No loose Chattingsworth. Two battles that we know are definitely going down.
Mm-hmm.
We can speculate about whatever else may possibly be happening.
Things.
Oh, you've been hearing things? I'm out the loop. Obviously, I'm locked into what I'm... Oh, yeah? Anything you want to spill?
Oh, I can't.
Off air?
Yeah, off air.
Okay, cool.
But, yeah, no, I'm hearing some things. I'm looking forward to that card anyway, like I say, semi-finals. Got a few of those people on... Oh, I missed that name. On the thumbnail today, as you can see, today's thumbnail has got a whole host of names on it.
Can you put the picture up on the screen now? Or?
I can do it in a momento. Yeah, process round 2 of the process tournament. Process 2 semi-finals. Coming up 30th of October, you've got the semi-finals are Benny P versus and is it Kick versus shit.
Kick versus Whispers.
Kick versus Whispers and Nux versus Benny P. There we go. Teamwork makes the dream work.
Cool. Salute to Nux.
Dub T versus Tony D at the next NLC event. Don't question it.
Well, you know, it's about getting Tone to do that. That's the problem.
Is there an NLC? Yes, there is.
There is.
So I've got my sorry, we got there in the end. Nick. Here is the artwork for today. Numerous names. Oh no, I'm covering Koj with the logo. Numerous names up there. Right now, I think the scene is in such a healthy place. I think we talk about this often on Roast. One of the things I kind of want to talk about a little bit today is we're coming towards the end of the year. I want to get some categories down for, I kind of want to do we want to do a roast or something. We need some end of the year type accolades. And
some flowers.
Talk about,
you know what I mean?
Some categories for those. But yeah, this week I've been, and I also want to talk about the new class. In fact, let's get into that first. So, new class last year, I did a series spotlighting the new talent coming through the scene. I had Georgie on there, Tech, YD, Slester, Nobi. Had quite a few of the guys who are, currently now doing dope shit. had them on there early, and I want to do the same thing this year. Give the guys who are putting in that work their, you know, chance to introduce themselves to the people. Give maybe, you know, tell people a bit about them all in one place. Tell them what to check out, how they came into it, what they're doing, what they want to do, what sort of battler they are, that sort of thing. But the selection is, you got to be a new battler. And my thought process is, and I asked the leagues, I talked to the leagues, I talked to people behind the scenes, and I just, you know, who next year, next couple of years, who are we going to be talking about? Who are the ones who are still going to be here and who are going to be killing shit? Mm-hmm. That is my basic criteria. So comments, what do you think? Who do you think currently fits that criteria?
Or even what are some of the criteria that you think people should get maybe like an award for or some type of credit for? You know, someone could be maybe the most improved over someone who's got a kill streak or some shit like this.
So
like,
we'll do both at the same time.
What are the parameters, as well as who are the people that you feel like deserve to be in the parameters?
Oh no, those are two different things. My new class stays my new class. Like those that's my parameters. It's one criteria, that's it, and it's mine. Yeah. But in terms of like
overall,
no, in terms like that's kind of two separate things, right? I'm going to do the new class, and that's strictly for the new battlers. And like I said, there's pretty much one criteria. Any league, you just have to have a battle or two, you know, that people can watch, and you have to be someone who from early people are seeing your promise. But like the other thing is, what are things perhaps, you know, people should be recognized for? If, you know,
even amongst that same class, what are the categories within that new class? You understand that? What are the parameters of that new class?
Everyone's gone quiet now. Has my comments are working, or no one just has anything to say? Talk about new class. Have you seen? So we've got Cooper in the chat coming up through the Premier Battles Academy. Just had you're in the final now, right? Against Graza, is it? Just had battles against Hayley G. Shout out to her, female battler from Scotland. Keep doing your thing, mama. And
Hayley G, man.
Battle against.
You got to think of it, before you even go further.
Tatum.
Hayley G is on her own as a woman in this industry right now. There's her and Lizzie C. Obviously, you know what's going to be said. Put them against it, whatever in it. But what the problem is that I feel like there's got to be something we need to do to attract more women into this industry in terms of competitively. Understand? There's a lot of great female artists, but it's like, why is it not appealing for them to come in? Is it because of the past where they turned on battle rap and heard people getting called all types of shit, misogyny and all this? Is that what it is? Well, I don't know. Something's got to change if we want to attract them in, because it's crazy. She needs a different type of competition.
I don't. Why do I not even know this? I didn't know you have a lady battler over there.
Yeah,
fucks with the name. I don't know that I'm out of touch. I'm pretty in tune with most things. I've come out of the UK Battle Rap Forum because it's a toxic, nasty place. Where, you know, some really cool people also congregate and non-toxic, nasty stuff goes down. But, you know, DK, where is she nowadays? DK is working on her music. She's doing motherhood. She's out of battle rap.
I see her online, man. I think I still follow her. So I see her still posting things.
Her. Yeah, she's doing her music. She's putting out projects.
Salute to DK, man. She set it. But again, the climate that DK set in, no one will ever have to go through that ever again.
Yeah, exactly.
No one will
it's
ever
a very
have to go
different
through
climate.
That was crazy.
Kick says, if I don't get most improved, I'll be shocked. Do you think you are the most improved battler out there right now? It's a category.
I salute to Dub T,
Most improved.
Yeah, most improved is a good one.
Okay. Oh, you're not able. You just planned. Might have to. Yeah, you might have to rearrange that.
Or bring them with you, bro.
Yeah,
Fuck.
for real. For real.
So I reckon Dumpty's hard to get. Takes a heavy paycheck, basically Quill, for fuck's sake. He knows about Quill. Whoever you are, you know about Quill.
I mean, I'm not saying anything. I don't know anything about Quill.
Yeah, Quill's hard to work with, apparently, allegedly.
4-0 in 5 months. That's a great record. It's a great record. And you're not done yet. You still got your 2 tournaments to finish, right? Whispers is fire. Cooper is dope. Whispers is okay.
I expect that from someone that's about to battle him, to be honest.
For real. Both Hanzo and Caveman were dope for their first performances. Caveman.
Yeah, he's fire.
He's
I haven't seen Hanzo yet, though.
Yeah, is he on? Did I miss his battle?
If did Hanzo battle against Blitz? Because someone told me if it's the Blitz that we know and love, like Philip from back in the day. If it is Blitz that he battled. Because I swear it said Blitz on the thing.
Did I miss that
Man said, what did he say about Benny Bizzle?
Bobby Hanzo's rounds undisclosed 4.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't watched those.
Do you know what?
Had to duck out for a minute. You missed all the good stuff. It's
definitely.
Cool.
It's cool. Singing your praises and everything.
We've got more good stuff to come.
You missed us singing your praises, man.
So we're not going to say anything else now.
Yeah,
that's the crow bit done and over.
Sorry, man. Sorry, dude.
Oh, we did actually say some stuff about crow.
Yeah, because there was questioning. There's questioning your accent, bro.
There's questioning. Yes, there's questioning your identity.
That's it, bro.
They were in this chat questioning your identity, crow. Scroll up. You're taking a piss.
I don't know if Kick's got anything to do with it, but it wouldn't surprise me. Cause this guy is the detective troll. So.
Benny Bizzle wins the longest round award.
Do you know what? Having said that, yeah, that's another category. Round of the year.
Oh,
understand? It within again that class. Round of the year. Who's got the round of the year out of you lot? You feel me? So yeah, that is a good little prompt towards it still.
Quill gets backed out on more than a cap.
Right. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Crow, we were discussing where you were from earlier. That title battle was fire, bro. 100%. Yes, it was. Shout out to Crow. I was watching that earlier on. Really enjoyed that. He's for one of these. Crow's definitely new class, right? I guess he seems, certain times looks.
How much battles has Crow got online? Like, this is his first battle online. It better be new class.
I don't think it's first.
It's his second because it's his first Prem battle. It's his Prem debut, but he's got other stuff. Yeah. I can't remember where else he did it. I'm not sure.
Okay, so Blitz dropped out. Hanzo got no-showed. Spit his rounds
to Yan.
No, he spit his yans to round.
Yeah.
And was still decent. Decent. Doesn't inspire
Fire me. Is what I'm trying to hear.
Yeah.
He shook the building.
Yeah, I wouldn't have said Cooper was decent. There's a reason why Cooper's talking about Cooper and not necessarily. And
we calling him Cooper, or is it Coops or Cooper?
Is it Cooper?
Or Cooper?
Or Cooper?
Because we're from. You get me? Is it Cooper?
Is it Cooper? Cooper? Cooper?
We must know.
Cooper? Cooper or Cooper?
I just have to call him Coops.
Coops.
He's just gonna have to be Coops now.
Whoa! Question.
No, then it was not the intention. It's just free real.
No, I'm just mixy, right? I'm always just trying to start.
He was questioning his identity. Wow.
My bad, YT. My bad. Don't fight. Lived half my life in the States. Dad was US Air Force. Lived in Cali, Oklahoma. A bit of time in Boston and air bases over there. International.
Over here, he said. So basically,
he's flown around.
So even the air bases over here was full of American people. Yeah. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's US
air bases, right? Crow is a contender for new battler of the year.
1000%, bro.
Facts. Second online, Jack Light is online too.
Okay. Yeah, I seen the Jack Light one.
Crow is new battler of the year. No one else is close. Coop.
Cooper. Why have you put that R on it, bro? Who are you referencing, bro? Do you know what? Forget about it. Don't worry about it, Kip. I see what Kip's doing.
You can have it. He put a hard R on your name.
Cooper.
He gave you the hard R.
Cooper's gonna.
I'm just calling Ryan. Salute to Boom. Man said
Cooper. Man said he made it Irish. Cooper. Man said Cooper. Coops works as well. Just play on the surname Cooper.
Cooper.
And now you're Cooper.
Okay, but Cooper because you're searchable, right?
Yeah.
We can find you, whereas we can't find Cooper.
But you know what it is?
I want to roll R on it. I want to put my Portuguese Cooper. Cooper.
It's like a play on words because you know, like when you pass someone, you get me? You feel me? Cooper. Yeah. Come on, man. We see what you did there, boy. He's punching.
I see it. I like Cooper.
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 I like Cooper.
Cooper.
Oh,
look at Nick, man. You need to be careful with your snitchy
Don't
vibe.
be exposing me like that, Nick. Man said
man put out a government in the chat. You know, you want to delete the comment. Drop the social security number in there and mother's maiden name.
All of that.
Shout out Crash. Whispers, Black Tea, or Crow, top 3 newcomers. Shout out Crash with the top 3.
So who gets? Does Nobi get in the top 5?
I don't think Nobi's a newcomer this year, though, right? Or is he? I don't know. In terms of my new class, he was last.
No, that's last year's newcomer. He's not in the running for that still.
Hey, yo, Crow. I reckon.
Nice, you. Were you behind Yunnan
in the quill battle?
Yeah, of course.
Is Red Wolf new class got to be up there?
100%.
He is one of the first.
We're throwing him in there.
List.
Listen,
I'm super impressed.
Let me tell you 2 people
Red
in particular. Wolf. Yeah, 2 people in particular, King and Caveman. Yeah, I want to see more from King, and I feel like I could start thinking about throwing him into certain things. And Caveman, I want to see more from him too, innit? Literally, I feel like they both got potential.
Yeah, I feel like both Caveman and King are Caveman. I mean, King obviously didn't get through all his material in the way that he wanted to in his process battle,
and didn't come for the next battle that he was gonna have, which would have been who's he meant to be battling? Tatum. Yeah, it was Tatum, innit?
Was it Tatum?
Because he battled that rapper Del the last time. Did he not?
Yes. I'm just saying yes at this point because I've got too much information going through my brain.
Yeah. I'm on freestyle mode right now.
But yeah, Caveman, I really, really enjoyed his performance on. He's
got a good presence.
Definitely good presence for your first 4. He's in the chat. I think he is in the chat saying Red Wolf is nasty. I like that. Give him props.
He's a professional.
Cooper doing the same thing, or Cooper. Excuse me.
That's the standard.
Doing the same thing. Yeah, got to show love. Got to show love.
That's how we grow. If anyone
it.
Rates me and I'm telling them that Kicks fire, guess who they're gonna rate next? You understand? And likewise.
Caveman, for your first battle, to have that kind of poise, that level of comfortability, the kind of engagement you did with the crowd and the stage, like I really liked it. I liked you throwing in the gram flow as well and kind of getting in and out of them different pockets quickly, like to switch from one like that. Yeah, I like that. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing more of you, King, as well. Had a great presence, aggression, had some nice material too. Got to work on that delivery. Cooper is wearing an eye patch to his neck scratch. Cooper. Fucks with it. Crash. I back Tatum. Oh, did someone say Tatum? Am I missing comments?
I back Tat.
Tat. I back Tat. Well, who's Tat then?
He was.
Did I miss a Tat comment? Red Wolf was last year. Well, for me, he's definitely this year. I first became, was it you lot who put me on to I know, I think it was Riff.
I'm not gonna lie,
Rory.
Do you know who put me on to Red Wolf? Enigma and who else? Enigma and Jester. I'm talking to both of them, and there's like, nah, Red Wolf's fire, bruv. He's from our class. He's fire. So he's actually them in this class from last year, isn't it?
Okay.
Literally. So whoever said that, yeah, I agree with you.
I'm definitely including him in my new class.
Yeah, 100
for this year. I only became, if that's something he would be happy with.
Listen, this is Jen's new class, you know. Like, you're going on like you don't have to say on who's in it. You could put me in a new class if you want. I'm Riversace now. You get what I'm saying? Rivers is old news. I'm just trying to figure out why I ain't got a fucking enrollment form. You feel me? That's all I'm saying.
I only became aware of him at the Riff Nugget battle. Really, really enjoyed that battle, and then watched his Prem battle versus and he's also no, he's not. But I've only just became aware of him. I super fucked with him in the last sort of 6 months. So I'm definitely going to include him. Kuba. That's not Briggsy style. Kuba.
That's more northeast.
Yeah.
That's more Dartba. Jamie Maverick.
Jamie fucking Maverick. Why did we both put?
Because I don't know, there's something about that
accent.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, just brings up
Geordie, right?
Fucking
You've
Geordie.
got a fucking swear.
Fucking swearing all the fucking
Fucking little fucking word.
Fucking all the
Jamie
fucking Jamie fucking Maverick. Salute to Jamie Maverick.
That's hilarious. Nobi had 2 battles last year. Crash. He was my new class last year. You sleeping on? I can't do that.
What's that?
I listen.
Whose name is that?
I don't know, but there are way too many consonants next to each other for me to even attempt.
Oh, you need to rejumble that word and come back, because that is unpronounceable at this minute. You got to give us the way to pronounce it as well.
I'm going to go with Scold.
I'm going to go with Skajoldi. Let's see how that works for me. What about Skajold? I've never heard of Skajold.
It's Scooper with an AH.
The hard ER. Oh, for fuck's sake.
It was but Kick put the hard R on it. He put the hard R. Nah, that wasn't my fault. It was
Cooper.
Crash
Cooper.
Kiki did that. Red Wolf is nasty. King is battling
what?
Nothing.
Oh.
YT, yeah, bro. I'm in Yunan's corner for most battles. He's my homie in real life.
Come on, that's broskies.
Okay, so King is battling Tatum on BA. Oh wow, you so know these chats battle beef. I fucks with that. Not stealing battles.
No, but you know what it is? I feel like when you miss it there, spin the block somewhere else in it if you can get out of the way. I'm not mad at that. Not mad at that.
Yeah, no. And I like that. I liked that clash. So I'm
coming, man. It's with Kit, so it's still in the circle anyway.
Yeah, big facts. And I'm just instigating over here.
Yeah, we know, man. I'm just trying to make sure that the brothers don't, because you're out here got man worried, like, what? I didn't question this character. I'm just trying to help and make sure everybody's cool,
Yeah, for real, because sometimes my sarcasm will just go
said Skajord battled Enigma. Enigma, you never told us you battled Skajord.
Oh yeah, I'm to talk to. Why would you say that?
Poor you have to talk to.
Oh, okay. You
do you know what it is?
Just kidding on it. You put the just kidding. Come on. Okay.
Because you know what it is. That's the old school Yunnan stigma, innit? It's like, oh my god, he's so annoying. Like, who the fuck? Come on, back in the day.
Lovely. Big up everyone saying my name in this new comment of the year convo. Honoured, thank you. You most definitely deserve to be in this conversation.
Go hard still. You go hard in the yard, sir. You go hard in the yard.
Okay, so you backed Crash's top 3 Whispers, Black Tea, or Crow. Definitely.
That's a fair. I think that's a fair assessment.
Shout out Nux, who says Rivers, don't spill anything today.
Bro, my drink is over there on the side.
Oh shit, right next to the other computer.
Bro, I'm not near it, so it can't spill. That's the main thing. Don't worry about what's over there. As long as I'm not there, it ain't gonna spill. But salute for looking out for me, bro.
Kimon. Is that one of the accents? Jamie fucking Mav or Kimon.
10:45 of
10:45 a.m.
Fuck.
10:45 a.m. Skull battled Enigma, decent newcomer.
Skull.
On BA.
Man said NLC stole it from us from August 2020. Man said the Rona popped up and they said, "Yep, we're gonna save that till next year."
Oh, come on, you made it even harder. Skull.
I'm with you. Scold. I can read it now. It's scold. Yeah.
Scold.
Elbow cuff. Get a face mask, bro.
Right. So yeah, those names, like I said, I'm thinking for a new class, Whispers, Cooper, Caveman, Crow, Red Wolf. I was about to say Red Flag.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Caveman, I need to see, he's got one battle, but definitely got time for me to see some more before, the series is out.
As I said, he's a busy guy, but it will be nice if he comes back though. Definitely.
Yeah, King for sure.
Yeah, he needs to up. Because we know the potential King's got, so we just want to see him. Because he got through patches of it during his shit, so we just want to see you get through that clean 3 rounds, bro. You get me? That clean 3. There's bare man, like, even like Mr. Wah. He never got to come back and redeem himself or nothing like that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he hasn't had a chance to,
kind of come back.
Yeah. Oh, Benny P.
But Benny, there's some people.
I don't know, right.
Some people argue he's not new.
So that can be argued, right?
But this is Jen's class.
Yeah. But, and again, this is names in the conversation. So whilst they may not be technically new class, just in terms of who is kind of, he's in a tryout tournament, right? So
that's what I feel. I feel like after the COVID reset, if you start in the tryout tournament and before
COVID reset, does that work for everything? So all your numbers just reset off?
I feel like, yeah, I think so. My body count went back to 0 after COVID.
I never had one in the first place. Son notwithstanding.
Okay, I'll say, what kind of immaculate conception is going on around here? Is this why there's always a halo?
My boy is immaculate, right? That's it. I'll let you borrow mine. Little trainers.
Oh, come on.
The new class is looking healthy, to be honest.
There's some strong competitors.
That's it. And this is my kind of. There are other names that, I'm sure other people might have.
So we have to have a sophomore bracket as well then for the people of last year.
Potentially. I mean, the guys. See, the thing is, I think the guys who were new class last year are doing,
bits, getting their accolades, kind of.
Yeah, they're kind of.
I feel you.
Yeah,
I feel you. No, but so when you're rating what they do for a year, do they get rated against people that are going to get opportunities to have bigger battles on bigger stages and do bigger things if they're not at that stage yet? Because remember, they're not newcomers, but they're still in a bracket that is below the top people.
Okay, so no, they're definitely like, all right. Caveman says, respect for the kind words. I'll be back on PB. I'm sure most likely early 2020.
Try and be in the building for that.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to see you battle. So you've got the new era, right? And I think they're going to be the new era for a minute. Like this new class.
So everyone that comes is just adding to the new era. The new era is not. Salute to
How you doing? Salute to you. Nice.
Come on.
Nice to know that you're
fresh home and that. Free.
Nice to know that your
doors are opening and
horizons.
That. You could all be on the roads on your phone looking at us doing your thing right now. It's all beautiful.
Shit, you could all jump on the stream and
what?
shit.
Come on, bro. Yeah. It's not nothing.
Yeah, you know where we at. Salute to you. Glad you're home. welcome back.
Definitely, bro.
And yeah, welcome to the chat. Thanks for pulling up. You know what time it is. What were we saying? Yeah, I think this new class are kind of the next new era, right?
Yeah. But what I'm saying, sorry, is when this new class comes in, did they add to the already existing new era and make that a bigger new era? Or do some people in the new era get pushed up to this place where you lot ain't new era no more?
I think that's what will happen, yeah.
So is that the mid-tier?
To kind of like the mid-tier and above, all of these men are little man, right? They're all new era.
They're all new.
So
once you've established yourself as I'm others, not new, yeah,
that's it.
You're kind of mid.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's when you make enough of a name for yourself
within that thing.
Yeah.
That's when it's
elevate.
Okay.
Yeah, then you're kind of not. You've elevated amongst your peers, and you know.
You're at events saying, "I am one of these new era guys, bruv. Are you dumb? Don't you know what I've done?" That's when you see man talking like that. You know what I'm saying? Gassed.
Trying to separate themselves from the class, right?
Come on.
That's it. But yeah, so this is kind of newer era. 2019 gang. Separate yourself from them motherfuckers. I hear you, Kick. I hear you.
New tier until regen day. Like Football Manager, oh for fuck's sake.
Troy says, I miss that. I like a few of these newer dons. They're entertaining, and it's all part of the hashtag rebuild of the culture over here. Big facts. You need that growth coming in at all. You need through all leagues. Like you need that healthy growth coming in. You need talented battlers.
You don't get Versace if there's not some influx of new people that energize the game and make it more of a thing where I need to step the fuck up or it's going to be curtains.
Big facts.
Without that, remember I battled Moke.
Big facts.
Understand? He's all right. He's been here for a few years, but he's still part of the rebuild. He's just coming from a smaller league to this league, but he's already built certain experience. So if I come in there on some doesn't matter shit, you understand? It is what it is. But because there's a lot of energy, I'm watching good performances. It's only going to inspire me. Then I can put out a good performance and inspire someone else.
Yeah.
And that's how we build.
Exactly that. And I think there was over here a vacuum for so long. And there wasn't even, you know, before the pandemic. I think the pandemic was probably one of the most consistent periods recently. Yeah. But there's been a lack of, you know, there was a vacuum. And this new class have kind of come, not that they're reinventing the wheel. They haven't done anything that hasn't been done before, but that was it. There was a gap, right?
Filled it.
Came out, media kind of came out at the same time.
There were still battlers in the gap, but they weren't enough to fill the gap. That's what the problem is.
Yeah, and to sort of have that consistent energy.
It's old. Yeah. It's old. Rivers can't battle everybody. You need to see other people's storyline before Rivers can battle them. Yeah. So it makes sense, innit?
Yeah, that's it. And that's it. Yeah, you need new stories, new characters coming in,
new words,
styles.
Yeah, new flips,
new creativity.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, definitely here for all of that. So yeah, I'll be starting that series probably in the next month or two, maybe doing one a week or so. We'll see. But comments saying hello Joe.
Salute, Mr. Joe Danny.
Miss an hour and 37 minutes.
Chopping it up, a couple cards going through, a little bit of bounce, you know the thing.
You can catch up if you want to. Thank you for pulling up. We did early today. We went early today, so we went early, and it's almost midnight. But yeah, evening blotter. Joe, yeah, new tier until regen day, like Football Manager. I feel like there's a bar in there somewhere. I beat Deviant and he's old era. You stake your claim.
Come on, let them know.
You stake your
Hey, listen, Kick's trying to get the fuck out of that tier. I said that is not an achievement. I salute to Deviant. That's it. Hashtag Kick. Go on.
Love shower. I don't want your love shower.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Love Storm. I don't want to love Storm either. If Nobi can brag about Bracy, listen, Nobi's going to brag about everything.
No, but all right. But who do we think would win out of Bracy and Deviant?
Salute. No Mercy TV. How
big up
doing?
No Mercy, legend in the building.
Much love to you. Love to see everything you're doing over on Twitch. Those numbers are fucking insane. Shout out to you and Excel for your podcast. The name of which, funnily enough, I keep seeing everywhere. Now, of course, I can't remember it. I'll name that. No, Fable.
Chop the Fable.
Let's chop that Fable.
Let's chop the Fable.
Chop that Fable up. Sorry, I'm remixing your name so badly.
She does this. No mercy.
Yeah, fuck up names. But since I saw that, I've seen everyone wanting to chop this Fable. I thought that was coincidence. Chop this Fable. Yeah, appreciate y'all. Definitely got to get you up one of these days. Yeah, that would be dope. Chop this Fable. Yeah, everyone all of a sudden wanted to chop the Fable after your show. Funny how that happens. Deviant beats Bracy.
Does he? Where?
I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. I've judged
because you know it is. Deviant has lost to people that Bracy's beat already. So I don't know. Maybe anyone could beat anybody, but
that's it.
I'd more have Bracy. I'd more put my money on Bracy.
Joe says that Bracy beats Deviant.
I'm with Joe.
And Bracy versus Deviant is
a Paralympic battle. Oh, for fuck's sake. We got
listen,
WT. You need to chill out, bro. Yeah? You need to chill out.
WT.
Just call him Dub.
I've been calling him YT the whole show, right?
Yeah,
I'm sure I have.
Yeah, I've heard you. I didn't even correct you. I was just like, she knows what she's saying. Racist.
He's just white. He's just white.
Racist.
Forevermore. I'm sorry, YT.
WT. For fuck's sake. When I say Bracy lost to Blitz, he actually did lose to Blitz. But he beat Elistine.
See, but it doesn't work like this.
David is better.
It doesn't work like
but
this.
But is Elistine better than Blitz? Because Bracy beat Elistine. So you see what I'm saying about battle rap? We can't really.
It doesn't work like that. Just because so and so, just because you beat somebody, it doesn't matter that person then automatically becomes. I've just got lost. Unless
But
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It doesn't translate. Every battle is different. Playing fields are different. Stages are different. When you took the battle as well, a battle from how many years ago, you're not the same person as you are today. Lots of factors,
idiosyncrasies and whatnot.
But keep staking your claim. Keep staking your claim.
Come on, man,
I'm here for it. I don't know why you're staking Deviant's claim for it, and maybe that's not the hill to die on.
You can only claim what you got, though, bro. If you kill something, you killed it, bro. I don't care if it was a fish, a cat, dog, rat, whatever in it. If you killed it, cool in it.
Take that scalp. Moving on to the other conversation that I am trying to stir up, trying to instigate, trying to create, trying to generate. You might say. I don't instigate, I generate.
Generator.
So we're locked down at the moment, flight restrictions and all of that, but that isn't going to last forever.
Nope.
We haven't been able to have any internationals for a minute. Our scene is super fucking healthy right now, like everybody keeps saying, and there are so many local national matchups that I want to see, cross-league matchups. There's a lot that I want to see, but definitely I want to start seeing some internationals. And what I want to see more than anything, not because I say this all the time and I always have to put this disclaimer, not because we need an American cosign or it doesn't count until, the Americans pay attention or whatever, but I would like to see more attention put on our scene from them over there, because when I think what's going on right now in the scene, the battles that are being put on, the battlers that are being put on, I think there's a lot that the audiences in America would really fuck with if they knew
Not to backtrack, but what about visual on that list?
Visual's on my thing as well.
Is he on there?
Yeah, Andy's on. Hold on.
Sorry, it just popped in my head still.
Thank you. Visual.
Yeah, he's on there. Okay, yeah. But is he on that? Did you put him on the newcomer thing as well?
My bad. Yeah, no.
Okay.
That's why he's on the
thing. Yeah, because he would have been considered anyway.
Yeah, no,
but you know when there's so much names, but we'll remember. We won't forget. We'll bring it back.
Thank you for doing that.
Come on.
Thank you for doing that. My bad.
But to go back to what you were saying though about the game right now and the level of
I wanna see some international matches, and I wanna see I think I was saying to Tony Bro, if you've seen my conversation with Tone Bro of Black Compass, if you haven't seen my conversation with Tone Bro of Black Compass Media, go and check that out. I did that a couple of weeks ago. We had a really dope conversation. And one of the things that we talked about is that I think the UK has the next wave, the next big thing, the next kind of excitement, the next, you've had the new Midwest, you had the West, you had the Goonies, you had, various movements come in, often from geographical
Canada,
regions and make waves. I think definitely the UK are about to make some waves, and I'm gonna try and do whatever I can.
I feel like
force that, push it.
I feel like as long as we are battle rap, there is like this connection that we need to have with whatever the nucleus of this shit is. I'll speak to the people. So like for me, I feel like it's important. Say like I'm a gram artist, I live in Australia. What would make me bigger in gram is to travel to London, find East London, and link up with the man them that do this gram thing. Because obviously they're like the nucleus of things. So I feel like it's the same with hip hop. It's not to say needing their recognition, but showing that you can play on the level playing field as them, showing that you can compete on their level, innit? That's a respectable thing. You don't just get respect from people that are doing certain things just because you're participating. Understand? They want to see your blood, sweat, tears, your struggle before they give you any respect. Should look to YD.
Been in the background the whole time, but I'm here now.
But
did I manage to carry? Managed to catch Red Wolf versus DARPA. I'm majorly looking forward to that. Also, that new Crow battle today was fire. Both enjoyed both battles. Definitely watched Red Wolf versus DARPA. Yeah, really. In fact, we were saying we were watching a bit of that before we went live, and Red Wolf is definitely on my new class list. He's definitely one of these.
Obviously, DARPA did well too, but we're more looking at the people that are more newer, more unfamiliar to us, innit? Man's very familiar with DARPA, you know what I'm saying? So
this is like that one for you saying
changing foreign some English name for it to be easier for them.
My bad. Poor Be Easy. I call him Trinidad Bez, and that's it now. He's Trinidad Bez to me. Yeah, poor WT is Whitey. I cannot call Nick Kelly anything other than Kick Nelly, but that's your fault because that's your faith. But even when I see it here in the chat,
all you can see is Kick Nelly.
All I can see is Kick Nelly. I fuck up names. It's just what I do. I'm sorry.
You gotta type her the shit spelt wrong for her to get it.
Yeah, right.
Pretty much.
Or you just change your name and roll with it.
Yeah, for real. Just be like Herman now instead of Harry.
I mean, Bizzo got that King of the Dot clash. Big facts. Hopefully that opens the door. Hopefully King of the Dot don't treat Bizzo the way they treated Youth Oracle. Oh, I don't know that story. Are you aware, Rivs?
I'm a little.
I don't know.
Just a little. So basically, can you tell us, Cooper? Who was it that said this?
It was Joe Downey.
Joe Downey, can you tell us? Because I don't want to say something that's not the right story in it. So tell us what you know of this situation in it. But what I do know is like there's certain battlers that don't really translate well, so they don't really get as much of the helping push that they might need in terms of the know-how and. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that was one of them situations. He didn't really translate or, I don't know. But yeah, if you do know, let us know, bro. Tell us in the comments. Dub T. Oh, shit. Hey, Jen. Wait till you see this one.
Lord.
Man said, I got a tap out. I'm up at 5 again. Bless everyone in the room.
Sorry.
Click the one that the curse is on. Are you happy now, Jen? You see what you caused? You see what you caused? Like, man said, I'm going to make it easier. He still got the W as the picture, yeah, but Dub T. You understand?
Dub T.
Dub
Thank
T, bro.
you. My bad. I'm sorry.
He just came here and got christened.
Caretaker, salute.
Salute,
Have a good night. I hope you have a good rest and a great start to the week on Monday. I'm just finishing my tea. Sorry. Did you get the story? Euphorical.
Yeah, no, Joe, we're waiting for that story, bro. He might still be writing it still. It's probably a long story to write. Salute to Messi all day. Man said PBK all day. Yeah, go check out Messi's diss track. But Messi's thing's on Spotify, so go and check it out on Spotify. Bang the link in the comments if you want, bro. Sorry for the late tapping. Nah, bro, come on, you know us. We're up. Hour and 49 minutes strong, brother. Still making it happen. Man said it's up there. Oh, my bad, I missed it, my guy. Okay. Essentially made him pre-open a card filler against a no-name and the crowd were shambles. Yeah, that's it. That's where... cool. Sometimes it's like who you go over there as is how they treat you when you get there, kind of thing. Like Tony go over there, let's give him real deal. My man go over there. You know what I mean? So I think that's part of it, but he shouldn't be treated like that though. I said made him pre-opener. So hold on. Is a pre-opener card the card before the opener card? Because that's crazy.
Opener card filler against the no-name and the crowd were a shambles.
Think about it. Pre-opener card filler. So we're saying that there's an opener card before the main card, and you are the pre-opener card.
Is the building even open for the pre-opener?
And the crowd were shambles.
Like, it was probably for the queue.
Was it outside? Was it in the queue?
Was it the booking office? What the fuck?
Bloody hell!
Damn. Asha, Messi, salute, Wagwan, PBK all day. Sorry for the late tapping. I just heard you responding to all of that, right? Messi's always dissing someone.
Yeah, he stays on it, man. His name's Messi, fam. What the fuck? He's got to stay Messi.
Stay true to the nature, right? Check my playlist for the topic page tune. Okay. As in the first battle of the night, was spilling some Jamaican. Okay. Well, I fucked with that. It made it a far more interesting story. Right? One of the world doms. I guess sometimes, unfortunate these things happen. But they're
very selective though. They're funny. They're like, I feel like, I can't say they're funny because I don't know them like that, but I just feel like sometimes a league, they can only judge you on what they've seen on YouTube. So that doesn't really speak for your character and what kind of things are acceptable to you and all this, isn't it? So, I don't know. I think maybe build a rapport with people before you fly over there or whatever, so they know what type of person you are, what you don't like, what you do like, what you're down for.
Yeah, in terms of King of the Dot and their organisation, I only ever hear kind of really great things said about their organisation, but I don't know.
I mean, I never hear bad things said about King of the Dot, but I hear bad things said about individual battlers all the time, innit? But what like, why would you listen to?
Well, I mean, the battlers don't represent the organisation, right?
No, not at all.
Generally, and especially not in terms of like the business standpoint of it. But I'm really, really looking forward to seeing Bizzo on King of the Dot. I think again. So when I did an Instagram chat earlier in the week about a potential UK region for the Crucible. So the URL's Crucible tournament, the way they kind of fill it to get it in, they scout from different regions. In the US, I think the UK has enough talent to maybe be one of those regions, so that it would be a constant sort of feeder in to the to the US system, and I guess into the URL roster.
Yeah.
That would then effectively make you a URL battler. I guess I hadn't maybe necessarily
caffeine
thought
battler.
of those implications. Not necessarily caffeine, because I guess the goal, though, when you're on URL, right, has to get onto caffeine. You don't even want to just be an app battler, because that's a bit of a slur right now, isn't it? You're an app battler. Stick you on a band legacy or something, or Survivor Series. Yeah, can't even get a super fight. Not a smack Saturday in sight.
But I spoke to Lex, yeah, and Lex said, yeah, like, boom, we wanna get you out here, boom, boom, boom. And I said to him, yeah, like, you know how I am. I said, listen, he said, who'd you be interested in? I said, bro, I don't mind. I'll battle whoever you think. Like, even if you want me to work up and I'm that guy, innit? I don't mind. He said to me, nah, fuck that. It's better that when you're coming over here, you come over here as someone who's already big, so they receive you that way. Do you understand? So I think that's really what it really is for man. We've got a lot of work to do on our end of how we're received before we even get there anyway. That's where I see the game at, innit? Man should be more thinking of, what's the resume that I'm trying to build so before I even get to these guys?
Yeah.
Fuck them for a minute. Let me build a crazy ass resume here before I go to the big leagues. I'm trying to go through the door, and when they see my resume, they say, ah, cool. And it's not even in terms of the names on your resume, it's the work on your resume. Like, what did you do? How did you handle it? How did you do it? How did you look doing it? How did you sound in it? Whatever in it. So if you've got a nice batch of those, you know, you have more of a leverage going forward over there. Now, when they give you a whatever name to build you straight away when you go over there, when they're looking at what work you've done, they're not like, oh, what's he done though? What, some tournament thing there and a tryout there? No, they're looking at some solid work where it's like, okay, I see what he's capable of. All right, cool. No, actually, he does deserve this position. And then they buy into what you're doing. So that's what I think we're at. So yeah.
So I mean, would you say that across the board?
No, not across the board.
Or would you say that for the newer?
I'd say that, yeah. I'd say there's certain men who have established their thing. Understand? Then there's certain men that for a long time they've been languishing in that middle place.
Dub T, I'm sorry.
So why don't
all the apologies? We're good now. You changed it, right?
That's what I'm saying. Forcing change.
Appreciate you making my life slightly easier.
She's still gonna get it wrong, bro.
No, it's up to you.
Okay, see, it works now.
It works.
If he ever changes it back, he's gonna become whitey straight away. Like, what happens to Dub T? Whitey
no,
say,
if he comes back, I'll probably
remember.
Yeah, I'll
training you.
Remember, yeah. But sorry, go and carry on.
But yeah, no, I think obviously, you know, there's certain elites where they've kind of their shit speaks for themselves, but pretty much them and they've already done the international thing. For the ones that haven't yet.
So, I mean, would you say, right, so I started kind of with the Bizzo conversation because, and saying, you know, my initial conversation was a Crucible region.
Okay.
I also, or Rita from Champion was in that chat as well, mentioned the season, King of the Dots season, so for maybe season 2, if there was UK either sort of coming in as a region, well, I don't think it would work as a region numerically, but being a part of that tournament, or not tournament, season. It's not a tournament, it's a season. And then you've got the wider leagues, right? So are you saying, so like Bizzo, you don't think Bizzo's ready to?
No, because I wouldn't have said that about Bizzo, because you see, like that whole thing I said, your resume, Bizzo's basically built that in the tournament. You understand? Going through from the beginning to the end of every single round, you could show that kind of growth to anybody and they have to respect it and be like, okay, cool, now he does deserve it. Like, he never got through with no type of luck. Like, he would have had the hardest path. The amount of different ways he would have had to switch himself to deal with each opponent. Could have fucked around and got Rivers at one point. You understand? Got Matter. That's even a harder thing on that stage to deal with. Had LS Dean. Had to deal with that. Bobby, the fuck? You understand? So he had no easy route. So he's got what I'm talking about in terms of being able to show them. My thing with him is you know, you can go over there and battle someone, but he knows if he had battled bare top names in the country, whatever name they give him over there would be more higher, if you get what I'm trying to say. But they can only judge by what they're seeing, innit? So obviously he battled Bobby, that should count for something. But I'm saying, imagine he had, let's dream world, Gemini, Tony D, and and all these other people's on his belt going out there. They're not talking to him about, yeah, we're gonna give you whoever. They're gonna find a notable someone because they're gonna say, right, he's got the shit that backs up him getting to this place and getting this person.
Agreed.
So that's what I'm basically saying, isn't it?
So, but if you look, all right, let's look at UM1. It's different playing fields, right? But if you count sort of, if you look at some of those guys going in, some of them are very, very inexperienced. Some more experienced than others. And with some of them had some, I can't think of every battle from everyone, but it's a completely different scene over there, right? Would you say someone like, let me pick out, say someone like Surfer?
Yeah.
Someone like Amity.
Yeah.
Someone.
I got faith in a lot of these guys to go over there and do their shit. I don't get me twisted. I got faith in a whole bunch of men to go over there and do this shit. But I know that if man's coming from a strong foundation of wars, like when you go over there, you're not treated like, let's give this UK kid a chance, or let's give this guy from Rare a chance. Like, you know, it's not that. Like, man already knows what you've done. Man's quoting shit you've said. Man's telling you, yeah, like I saw the battle where you fucked my man up, like on arrival. You understand? That's different than, hi, nice to meet you. I do this thing, cool battle rapping there, like what you do. That's different. I'm saying we should be going out there on some shit where man knows the work with each and every single one of us put in. You understand?
I was looking at stats of UK, US in streams and battles. The gap is mad alarming. We have to build our own numbers and stature as battlers and artists. More importantly, if you was American, you would got cut off. But see, I agree to a certain extent. Yeah, the difference in numbers is huge. But if you compare it with the top leagues, if you're looking at URL, RBE, even if you're looking at numbers like Riot or Gates of the Garden, the disparity is huge. But I mean, look at the population difference. First of all, you have to take into account that. You have to
and on top of that, one of the factors that we have to always remember is what we're trying to do in battle rap is essentially new in terms of a consistent push. It's never really had a consistent push. This is the first time. So we haven't really seen the potential of it where with everybody actively pushing for the same thing. We've seen the potential it has when it's fragmented and divided. We've seen the potential that has, understand, but we haven't seen the potential when it's solidified. Everybody's pushing the same direction. But he made a key point though. He made a key point on something that I read where he was talking about
building your business, building your own numbers and stature as battlers and artists.
Yeah, that's
artists I definitely agree with for sure.
That's the bit.
Yeah.
If we
developing
can add,
a brand.
Yeah, if we can add that side to it, then it's more than just when I'm on the stage, I'm relevant. I'm always relevant, off stage, on stage, and that's what it takes to be fully switched on at all times.
Shout out Black T, big love to you. How you doing? Happy Sunday. Names that are good for biz right now would be Real Deal, Mad Flex, Fate, or Saga. I like all of those names. But I do think there's quite a lot of battlers who could go over on King of the Dot and have great battles. I think King of the Dot as well. If you look at their season, they've got a real diversity on their roster. Even if you look at the Grand Prix, I do think there are battlers who could compete. And I also agree with you though that if if building a rep, putting in work over here, definitely, and having a catalog that you can use to kind of promote yourself is important. But I don't know that there aren't people that aren't ready for that now.
I think that's clearly the next direction with the diss tracks and all of these type of things. Like for me, I was saying to you on the stream, I would have liked if instead of diss tracks, the man them said, I'm gonna put out a hit track better than your hit track, and they competed in that way. To where it's like, well, I'm gonna put out a love song. Yeah, I'm gonna get more streams on this.
Yeah,
it's like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna put out the pain song. Then who's this? It's like, oh yeah, I got a party song, bro. Like, I would love to have seen man get creative in that way with it, because I feel like that is shit that.
Svesta, how you doing?
Salute to Svesta.
Salute to you, mad love.
I don't know, but yeah, that for me would have been the best way to push it forward, because then you're getting everyone being creative. Plus, we can all like benefit from that. Like, we can all post each other's track without feeling like it's a shot at each other. I'm not posting that. He just said rare. Nah, I'm posting that because it's a good song. But when I put mine out and we all post it, the fans are gonna like it more, whatever, innit?
Yeah. Definitely music, you know, putting out your music, I think that definitely helps to build your brand as a battler. Fate is Fire secretly, I think we need to improve our numbers. I don't know what the secret is. I don't think either of those are secrets. I think Fate is fire, and we definitely do need to improve our numbers as artists. And more Americans would actually want to come and see us. We need to get the Yanks based on merit, not convenience.
But I'm not gonna lie,
numbers and merit aren't the same thing, though, are they?
Yeah, no, definitely not, because I ain't got no numbers, but I could name you like 3 to 4 American battlers that are trying to come over and battle, man.
There you go.
That I've spoken to personally.
Yeah.
You understand? So for me, I believe that's more based on them seeing the work that man puts in, and not only that, but the attitude that I have outside of it.
Yeah.
Like, right, he's a professional. I wanna I fucks with him.
And merit, I think if you're putting the work in, and you know you're worthy, or not say you're worthy, but you know, if your talent level is up, if your quality level is up,
that's it.
And I don't know.
And this is what I say. I believe that there's enough talent to where if man focus on their craft and what they're doing, they'll get the recognition that they deserve anyway. Because me, I'm on this tip where if you know who I am, you have to know about all of this shit. I watched an interview with Lux here, and he said something that I agree with. He said when he created Lions Den, they said, well, why'd you create it? You know, he says, I want to be the guy, but I don't want to just be the guy. I want to be an elite amongst killers. You understand? Like, that's my thing of it. Yeah. None of us count on our own. We only count if we're turn around the corner, there's someone dangerous there. I turn around and that's the only way you can give me credit for being good at this shit. There's no point people saying, yeah, I'm the best. Everyone's shit. Well, then you're not the best, bro. You need to be in a place where everyone's savage.
Well, I mean, you are the best, but you're the best kind of by default because no one else is.
Yeah, that's not the best to me. You understand?
If you was an American, would you want to come down and battle? I am not an American, but
I would want to come
to a lot of.
I would want to come and battle Messi still.
Who do want to come and battle?
I'd come
Americans
and battle Messi.
Actively want to come and battle over here right now.
Check the timeline, bro.
Yeah.
On Twitter, they're on us.
Yeah.
They want to come.
Yeah, Americans are definitely on coming here, and I think part of it is they're seeing what's going on over here now. I think definitely with the emergence of No Loose Chat, that brings it brings in that, you know, that
there's a place
element.
There's a place
in that street element. It brings in it spotlights a larger number of black battlers. I think these are all things that for a large part of the American market you kind of need for them to pay attention. For a large part of the battlers, that's kind of what they want to see. They want to kind of, if you're talking about some of the guys on URL, King of the Dot, even Riot, Gates of the Garden, those sort of leagues. iBattle, I guess, is more diverse. iBattle must be the most diverse battle league out there. Shouts out to iBattle. I guess, and the
colours of Benetton.
Like there isn't, I guess, a standard iBattle battler in the same way that you might see with some of the other leagues. But damn, I've kind of lost my point. What was I saying? I was saying that
battlers want to come over here. They do.
Yeah.
But what will make them want to come more is when they see, because I believe they're enticed by the drama, the animals, the savage fights. You know what I'm saying? The other day, you've just seen Oops say that Georgie Roots is his new favorite UK artist. Yeah, you understand? His new favorite UK battler. Yeah. That's because he's seeing Georgie Roots banging it out in the cruddy environment. going hard there, and then when he battles on Prem, it's an intense battle. Like he's getting challenged. He's going through it, and that's what they can. Like, remember the Americans.
People want to see Moke. People want to see Moke.
They want him to fly over there.
People want to see Moke on the basis of one battle. Yeah. So see, this is why I kind of disagree a little bit with the build up. I agree totally with the build up, with the create a resume, create a catalog, but certain, the more you have of that, the stronger, I guess, your leverage, maybe your
and your skills as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, for real. But you can, generate it without all of that. You can back it up.
Man could go right now. Let's keep it a buck. Enough man could go. Bizzo Bon right now could go. They could find a battle for him and he could flourish. You understand? I think with Bizzo, he probably would get someone that maybe a bit more charismatic than him. So that's the only kind of advantage that they may have over him. So he just got to figure out, how do I deal with someone that's a bit more charismatic? But he's got the skills to pay the bills.
Yeah.
Understand? And I've got faith in that. Got faith in that for a lot of men that are doing it.
And again, like my kind of, I would like to see our guys over here get those international looks, be able to jump on flights, go and fly over there, represent, over there, go and test their skills against the best in the world, against guys who do this from different horizons, different backgrounds, different scenery, all the rest of it. But in terms of just kind of shining the light back on what's here, like ambassador type style, not because you need to go and fight Americans, that sort of thing, but just to kind of say, hey, look, this is what we taste like, if you like. A little taster, a little sample, just to kind of highlight, spotlight, and make what we do kind of a regular part of just the battle rap family in general. Let me get to some of these comments because there are a lot of them. I agree the demand and numbers are different. It's time for the streams and brands. I definitely agree with that. Black Tea, yes, Black Tea. Like when T-Top tweeted about wanting to battle here again, it was actually good and refreshing to see Shotty say, nah, we're working on us right now. I totally agree. But I think Premier Battles have definitely had some really rough hands dealt them with their internationals. And again, I always premise the start of this conversation with, we don't need international talent to come over here and make anything lit. This isn't that. This is more in terms of trying to just get a wider audience on our scene.
I just think we need a long period of lit performances, battles, events before we can get to the space where we're like, all right, send him over there, send him over here, and rare. I feel like people can do it, capable, but I still feel like there's building that needs to be done. There's classics that need to happen. There's L's that certain man need to take. What you saying?
You did, Smoggy, you did. Lex pulled up to the NLC event a few weeks back. A regular viewer. I know people watching my shit. Love to you. You'd known that if you saw that. I don't even know what BTS it was on, but it was one of the BTS's. Shout out Lex at the No Leash Chat event. That was fire.
Wow. Yeah, man. Salute to it, man. Dipping in and out like that. Who's that? Nobs?
All right, but you put... Oh, scared me then. See...
But you know what it is? I say it myself secretly.
Okay. Numbers and merit are different. Big facts. Individually would be on merit, but the numbers have to reflect that too, which would be collectively. I kind of disagree a little bit in the sense that our numbers are going to be completely different anyway, just because in terms of population, right? They've got how many 100 million over there? We've got, was it 60, 80 or something over here? So in terms of scene, their scene is huge. Our scene is not that. And this, we are at a rebuilding point. They are at an apex. They're at a big peak. It's not maybe the biggest peak, but they are at a flourishing place right now. But some of the smaller leagues don't have, like, it's not like everyone in battle rap is doing huge numbers. And even some of the guys who are getting on the huge stages, if you look at their catalogs, they don't have the numbers in there either when you compare them to some of their peers. But because they're talented, but you know, this is why systems like the Crucible, you can be someone who's making a name for themselves in the Crucible without having those numbers, without having a huge catalog. So I definitely disagree. It would be nice for numbers to, but like also, and this is another thing, why there's a huge audience over here. I have no idea of the numbers. I'm just throwing out superlatives. So I'm going to say huge, massive. There's a large audience here who watch American battle rap, but don't watch anything that goes on over here, and half the time don't have a clue.
That's the well
of
right
what
there.
Goes on.
That's
here.
the untapped wealth.
That market, I believe it's one of the ways to tap into that market is via America.
That's it. That's how crazy it is.
You give them, you know, you put matchups on. Like, I became aware. I really tapped into what was going over here with Summer Madness 8, when I saw, oh shit, you guys pay attention to this.
I tapped in because I seen someone like maybe Arsenal or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Battling on Dolphlop. It's like, oh, there's Dolphlop now. And I'm seeing bare people on Dolphlop, English people that I'm aware of from other shit before that I didn't even know they were still battling now. But it took for man to see like an Arsenal and a DNA going over there to say, okay.
Yeah, there's guys battling on an LC that could do well in places like iBattle, OSBL, Riot, Gates of the Garden. Like, there's numerous leagues that, and also that would be definitely willing, like those leagues will definitely be, you know, I can't speak for any of them, but when I speak to Americans over there, when they see what, you know, certain battles over here, and
talent, man.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
They know when they see something, they've taken, you know, like, come on, man, this.
Yeah. So we need to get more meme pages. Listen, get on. And all right, talking of meme pages, EFM, shout out EFM, every fucking meme on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, go and follow Bum Nitty, go and follow Greedy Gotti, go and follow who are the other meme guys? Battle Rap Doctor, Maven, EFM, go and follow them because they kind of tap in as well.
Q or something like that?
I think he's Bloggerhood.
Okay.
I think he's Bloggerhood. But they're really successful in kind of, you know, their Twitter media, if you like. Their media, I don't even call them Twitter media. It's a part of media, which is a very organic one that really kind of helps generate interest in things, in subjects, because, you know, memes, you know, shout out Young Crumpet, for real. Like, Young Crumpet is king with the memes, right? I think that's another form of kind of promo and a wider.
That's the now form of promo.
Yeah, like you get some memes going, you get some viral bits going.
It's true what they were saying about the TikTok and the digestible thing, but you know what? Yeah. You know what? Georgie Roots posted something that was very true. He said, "Listen, you've never scrolled through Netflix and just made a choice based on a title alone with no promo, no trailer or nothing like that. It's like, well, as long as everything that man posts, there's some clip or something that goes with it." People will buy into it.
That post, yeah, it's such a great post. Yeah, does US battle rap do well on TikTok? All battle rap does well on TikTok, like really, really well. We need to go.
It's easy with battle rap. It's probably the easiest thing to go because you can clip anything from the battle.
And people diss people, like it's people dissing people in rhyme, aggressively.
Yeah,
you know, it's, and then you get their moments too as well where people do wild shit. There are fans here that are untapped, a massive 100%. Audience, and then there's a whole audience maybe that used to fuck with it and don't really anymore. I walked in on do I want to finish this? You walked in on what was the colleague doing? Watching Stewie Newton versus Reverse Live on their break the other day. That must have been fire. Got talking to him about battles and he'd never heard of No Loose Chats. So many people haven't, right? So many people haven't.
That's mad. I met fucking Dot Rotten in a studio, and he was watching Shuffle T versus Marlo. I had to say to him, bro, I battle, you know.
Yeah.
He's like, what? I was like, yeah, I battle. My name's Rivers. Like, he's like, what? Showed him battle. He's like, yo, you battle dialect. I was like, so you know dialects? Yeah. I said, so it's like you never know who, like, the certain of the people that inbox, man, when the battle comes out and they say, yo, bro, you don't know who's watching your battle, you know, big up. It's like some people don't really want to make their love for this thing public for some reason. I don't know what it is, but you don't know who them views are.
Well, I think part of it is this circular thing, right? When's the last time man tagged I'm Just Bae or street blogs? I definitely think we as a culture need to be, even me as media, I never do anything like that, try and kind of reach out. And I'm fucking, I need to work on my platform more. Fucking hip hop media, like I need to work on my UK presence more so I can do a little bit more in that.
I do feel like he has a point there. There should be a media, someone that is a social media person that is making sure that certain things are connected together. I think personally, because I'm not too savvy in that. What I'm savvy at is putting rounds together and smoking the shit. You understand? But when it comes to these type of things, where it's like, yo, tag them, I might forget that, but it's important.
See, yeah, but these are things. I don't think it should be the responsibility of one person, because then you fall into bias, like, and then it's like. I would not trust one person to do my shit for me, because I don't trust anyone to do anything for me. But and I do think it's something that, especially in today's day and age, like you need to get savvy with. Like you don't need to, but either you hire people or you work with people to kind of do this thing for you, or you try and do some of it yourself to really push your brand out there to if you've got battles out, part of your, what you want to do for a league is you want to bring views, you want to bring tickets, you want to bring people in the door, and you want to bring views, pay-per-view sales, those sorts of things. If you can do things like that, your profile is going to build, and the leagues are going to keep booking you, and you get more eyes on the sport, which means you've got more room to grow. You can start, if you've got music, it helps to widen your, the two can support each other. I definitely do think, though, it's something that individuals need to be more on. I think they're definitely working on your brand, working on getting people to give a fuck about you. And then in turn kind of sharing and promoting what you do, which shares and promotes the sport. But yeah.
I'm working on that resume, guys. That's all I'm saying. Because I want to be able to dedicate time to making sure that what I've done of good quality is pushed in the right places, innit? And I want it to just be like, I got a lot of faith in the shit I've done, but I just want some recent content. You understand? Some shit that's now or last year, not some shit that was like a couple years ago, pre-COVID and all of this type of shit. Now I need a new batch of shit from now. That's all really what I'm trying to do.
TikTok is funny about the guidelines. Be very careful on TikTok. Got 300k, but they suspended my account.
Depends what you posted.
See, this is the thing. I see loads and loads of, like, a lot of the successful battle rap TikTokers, or that come on my timeline, are the ones who do the reenactments. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, those guys. And they're saying, some of the most foul shit sometimes. Maybe they're selective with, maybe they know what they can and can't say, but it's still battle rap. I think Georgie has gone viral with a couple of clips on TikTok. I'm sure I saw him post about that.
Georgie
before.
Bobby.
Was it George? Yeah.
Because his daughter, Bobby's daughter's got a page in it, and she banged a clip up, and it's gone.
Shout out to Bobby's daughter.
She's got, I think it's got 1 million views or something.
Wow. Okay. Vic Santora and Tiny Boost watch URL, but don't rate UK-based battle rap on what's shown. See, this is what I'm saying in terms of what people know. Yeah, in terms of one of the ways to get to them, I think, is via a state's audience. Association. One viral moment can change the whole landscape to an extent. I think it can definitely put a lot of eyes on the scene, but at the same time,
what is people doing? This is why I say
be ready.
It's about that fucking resume. Because think about it, you want eyes on you from the Americans, if you ain't got that resume, when you go over there, they're gonna give you the type of person that these men ain't gonna fucking watch anyway. They're not interested in no PGs. You understand? They don't care about that. They want to see the name brand guys. So you got to build yourself to a point where that's the only thing they can offer you. That's the way that's how my mind tells me this shit's going.
Try to link it to UK drill hashtags. 2 billion views. We need more promo between us though. Yeah, facts agreed. More promo. Compilation clips of events can work well. There's a guy on YouTube called Johnny 2 Times that puts together clips of the best bar events.
I've seen everything on this channel.
Yeah, and they get quite a lot of views. There are some really successful compilation.
Yeah, why no one doing that over here for our shit, man?
I don't know why there isn't.
I got one still, you know. I should put that up on my channel actually. I've got a little compilation of some of my bars, but I want to make a new one. That's why I want this new fucking resume so I can have fresh. You get me? And then if I add the ultra into it, it looks like it makes sense, innit? But
Battle Rap Fiend is one of the best TikTok battle rap vids. Yeah, is it? Who did we have on? I think we had Battle Rap Fiend on VS. My bad if it wasn't Fiend. We had one of the really popular TikTokers on VS. And yeah, Battle Rap on there does huge numbers. Then man, a proper TikTok, but had shut down. TikTok had shut down a lot of battle rap bars. Okay. We TikTok hard though. Yeah. All kind of avenues, right, need to be used. And I guess even the ones we have already can be done better. But yeah, just I think that's something that needs to happen right now to really help with that push. But I think it's different now from, I mean, the social media landscape is a very different place than it was in, say, 2010, 12, when the scene was at a heyday. And what's going on now is very different.
Cornered. The market's cornered.
Yeah. I agree. People need to be putting that work in and need to be making things count as well, right? You want each battle that's on your resume if you've got these lofty aspirations, if you want to go and not only compete here, you know, compete over there. Every battle has to count. Think about
Georgie Roots right now. If he goes over there, or even if he says, they say, oh, what's your last 3-4 battles? What is he showing them? He's showing them crazy performances against amazing opponents. You understand? That's a crazy resume. So what my point is like, that's the leverage he needs to go over there and get given someone notable over anybody. You understand? He stood in front of Tony D. Oh, we know Tony D. Someone else in another corner, Bobby Rex. We know Bobby Rex. You understand? There might be a couple underground niggas that be like, Moke, that battled River. Oh, okay. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So for me, I feel like, what is your batch? Like, what's the solid work that you've basically got to show us in terms of what you could recently do, what we can expect from you, the variations of your style,
I agree.
You know what I mean? I think that's important. Go over there, use it as leverage, get a notable name, fuck them up, come back home to a hero's welcome. You understand? Why not? I've seen Tyson Fury do it. Why not?
Not everyone is Tyson Fury.
I hear you.
But also, yeah, I'd agree with that. Widely agree with that. I'd also say that there are fights I could see that are feasible now.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to that at all. I'm not opposed to that. Because I feel like if one of the man them should get an opportunity against a name that might not be as notable, but they feel like it's an opportunity they want to take and it could work for them. It's only if you kill it, it's only going to mean that they give you something better than this next time anyway. So either way, you can make it work for you, innit?
True. Crash says, even if you lose the battle, as long as you go out 100% fighting and still said some shit, it isn't bad stock. Like me and you, man. Oh, Crash.
Is that a ghost saying that? Is that Ghost St. Patrick?
No, that's Lazarus. He came back from the dead.
Oh my God.
He came back from the dead. Lazarus.
Cryogenic. He had to go through the frost and then he came back.
Yeah, right. That's it.
Makes sense.
That's it. But yeah, I mean, right now we don't even have restrictions lifted until at least November, and then I think there's no word on. No, they can come over here, right? With anyway, there's still restrictions at least for another month. So yeah, nothing can happen probably this year, maybe. But I definitely think it's something that needs to happen at some point. I do think work needs to be put in, not specifically for that, but that will, in terms
some
of
people more work than others, some people less work than others. You get what I'm saying? And some people no work. Understand? But for the most part, I think the key is continuing to build a strong batch, a strong little resume of your work, of what you're doing, how to kill these guys, instruction manuals. You know what I mean?
Agreed. Right, I think on that note, 25 to 1, we've been going 2.5 hours. Crash says, I hope the Yanks come over soon or I end up in a 1 round against Rivers.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. Crash puts the hip in hip hop.
And on that note, oh shit, that's one of them ones that I could have used if I did have the 1 round with Crash. Never mind.
Yeah.
I'll think of something else.
I mean, you're gonna have to, because it's good for the chat, but you're not beating Crash with that.
No.
Crash would take his walking stick and hit you over the head with that shit.
You gave him a walking stick. Jen, that's worse than anything anyone said in the chat.
Sorry, Crash. I walked with a stick for how many years? I have scoliosis. I used to have a disabled registration and everything, so I can kind of make these jokes. Shout out to you and your good hip now.
And I've all got the stick. Is that the stick that I got at my house?
No,
that's
not. That's a different one. Yeah, that's a crutch. Yeah, no, I used to have a very elegant walking stick with a pink marble handle.
Oh wow!
Eventually, yeah. When I succumbed, when I realised that I actually was gonna have a stick for a very long time. First, I had this big ugly black thing that used to just fall and make this really loud crashing everywhere. Yeah, and I got an elegant pink lady stick, and now I don't need a stick at all. So shout out to that. Shout out to everyone in the chat who's been tuned in the whole way. Much love to you. Thanks for everyone who shared, who commented, who hate watched. I love you always. Have to shout out the hate watchers because I know you're still here. Shout out everyone who's watching on the replay. Love to you too.
Salute.
Yeah, tune in next week. We'll have another great show for you.
There'll be an announcement on Friday, I'm sure. Did Knowledge Chat drop a battle today?
Oh, let's check, because they often drop
on Sunday,
on, right?
Yeah.
If we start early. No. Go and check out Yunnan versus Crash. Sorry, Crash. Sorry. I'm sorry.
Go and check out Crow versus Tidal as well, man.
Yeah,
and watch Get Rivers versus Smoke to 2K quickly, bro. It's just lagging right now. What's going on? Come on, man. Thought y'all learned me. Yeah, no, if you haven't seen that battle, and even if you run it up, go and watch it again. Show your dope battle. Show everyone. Yeah, go and watch Cooper versus Robin HD in the Academy. We're talking about Cooper earlier on. Cooper earlier on. So go and check him out if you're unfamiliar already. Go and subscribe to the Patreon for Premier Battles. I think it's like $3.50 a month or something on the lowest subscription. Then you get all their early drops. Go and check that. They've got some dope battles. The Red Wolf versus DARPA battle that we were talking about earlier is on there. Caveman versus TKE is on there as well. Yannick and Giz Amity
and Jester Black is also on there. We haven't mentioned that. Jester took the win in that battle. Shout out Jester. Much love to you.
Yan took the win against Giz.
Yan took the win against Giz. Not in my books. Giz is always a winner, and he's not always a winner. If he loses, I'm going to say he loses. But I thought Giz took that. Shout out to Yan. It was a great performance from Yanif. But for me, I gave that to Crow. I think maybe Yanif. Did Yan take the first? No, he didn't. I think I gave Crow every round.
No, Giz.
Fuck.
It's getting late, guys.
Did I just completely?
I let the first one slide.
The two battles, right?
I let the first one slide because you said Crow, and I was thinking, she didn't just call Giz Crow, did she? I let it slide, and then you said it again. I just had to correct you still.
But I feel like somewhere in my mind, I started talking about.
No, you hadn't got to Crow yet because Crow's against Tidal, and you hadn't said the word Tidal yet. So
I don't know what I'm talking about.
You're talking about Giz versus Yanif.
Giz versus Yanif. Right. Okay. So I started talking about Giz
versus Yanif.
And then I went into Crow. I was definitely talking about Crow when I was talking about the third round. And
Giz,
Crow took every round.
Yeah, but you know what it is about the Giz thing, because that's the Patreon and they have to buy it. Can't even get too detailed about how the ins and outs of the situation was already there, because that's the only way you could explain why you feel.
Well, I didn't even really want to. I was just going to say, I think Giz took it.
Okay.
And I'm still seeing Crow. Okay, I need to snap out of this. Go and cop that Patreon. Go and support Patreon. Stick with it every month if you can, or if not, you can kind of switch in and out if you want to buy the battles to support. Definitely do that. And Apex coming up in a couple of weeks.
I'm leaving here. I'm going back to work, ma. Just perfecting, getting it right, enjoying it. Can't wait. I know I probably don't look like I can't wait, but I can't wait.
No, you do, Smoggy. Thanks for the save there. In fairness, Crow will probably beat Yan one day, so it's all good.
Smoggy's here for all the Yan slander. I've noticed it. That is one thing I've noticed.
Yan put on a great performance. Although I thought Giz beat him. I thought it was probably the best Yan I've seen for sure.
Yan improves every time still.
Messi says, caught that Patreon already. Shout out to that. Red Wolf is fire. Shout out to 100%. That too. Couldn't agree more. And I really am going to go now. We are going to go now. Anything else to leave the people with?
We love you all. Salute. Catch me on the Twitter timeline, bruh.
Yeah, definitely do that. Go and follow on all platforms. And
hey, subscribe to my channel, actually, furthermore, on YouTube.
Ooh.
Get to 100 and, maybe there'll be a treat for you.
What's your channel?
Same as everything, Rivers_LR.
Drop it in the comments, not in the chat, but as soon as this uploads, you can drop it in the comments.
I'll bang that in there.
So it will be in the comments. Everyone is here now. Look in the next 30 seconds. I love Yan, really. He always takes my shit in the best spirit. And Yan just seems like an all-round.
He's bants, man.
Yeah, good bants. I promised him I would do something with him on the Undisclosed series and on his battle, but I've just been kind of working non-stop and had to slow it down. I
got issues.
I didn't just diss him, but I did have to slow it down. But hopefully I'll be able to do something with Yan soon. And on that note, definitely out. In fact,
boom. That's going to be a feature every single episode from now on.